Hello, and we are back like we never left. Let's get it going, y'all. And here we go. Back like we never left. Tonight, a deep late into the night Western Conference game. Normally we don't get to Western Conference games because they're just too late at night. But I will say we are back and ready to go, back like we never left. And this is the best game on tonight. It is an NBA Cup night. So we had to pick the best game available. We were not going to watch the game that's on right now, the pre-game into the main event, essentially, is Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Indiana Pacers. We know what the Pacers have been so far this year. It is an 18-point game going into the fourth quarter here. Mobley's at the foul line. We knew they were going to get destroyed. Keenahara, what's up, Keenahara? K. Hazy, what's up, K. Hazy? Justice Dad, of course. Bernard Johnson, appreciate y'all. We knew that this was not going to be a good game. And thankfully, we decided against it. And also, the only other games that may have been interesting. Heat Bulls, and the Heat are beating them by 20. You got Wizards Raptors, and the Raptors are beating them by 17. And then you got Nets Celtics. So there were no good Eastern Conference games going on tonight. So, of course, we had to, you know what? Just bite the bullet. We're going to be up a little late tonight. I got my nap in. I hope y'all got your nap in because we will be going until probably midnight when this game ends. Probably even later up. Probably even later than that. So, we're going to watch Nikola Jokić take on baby Jokić and Alperen Sengun. So, it's going to be a fun, entertaining night. Here we go. Here's my pointer. It's going to be a fun, entertaining night. In our little pregame here, we're always going to start with the best player for the road team. So we're going to be starting with Nikola Jokić. They are in Houston. Obviously, if we're starting here with Jokić, that means Denver's on the road. Jokić, we know, here's the context. LOL, good luck. You need context for Nikola Jokić? 29.1 points per game, 13.2 rebounds, 11.1 assists. Ridiculous numbers, but not only are the numbers ridiculous, the efficiency is hilarious. 64% from the field, 86% from the foul line, 40% from the three-point line. I mean, he is pushing 60-80-40, let alone 50-90-40, which is obviously an elite club. 64% from the field is ridiculous because obviously he garners so much attention as the hub of the entire offense, but he's so good at passing. He's so good at passing that you cannot guard this man as a team. You cannot build a wall up against him. Foongpei, what's up, Foongpei? I slapped your like because your shirt and tie combo is much more reasonable. Appreciate you. I had the rocket blue. Didn't want to get too crazy with the blue. I also didn't have a ton of time. Was running a little late. I did have a nice nap, and then had me a little snack, and then was like, all right, let's get it going, but spent a little too much. Chef Ned, what's up, Chef? Appreciate you, my brother. Cooking facts up. Love it, brother. Appreciate you, Chef. Appreciate you. We know what Jokić is capable of. There's no surprises with Jokić because it's all out there. He's won, 3 MVPs? He's on his way to his fourth so far this year. Jokic is 2020's bird. Yeah, pretty much. This man is unguardable. The perimeter, the mid-range, the soft touch. He doesn't have to get all the way to the basket, right? Obviously, the biggest downside to his game is his defense. His defense is probably overhated. Not a great defender as a rim protector, but he is good at positioning and getting the spots. He's a smart basketball player. doesn't commit dumb fouls. All of the things that you want your center to do if they're not a rim protector, Jokic still is capable of doing those things. And you know what? If you know you don't have a great rim protector, surround them with great perimeter defenders. They got Payne Watson out there. They got Christian Brown, who's out with an injury. We'll get to it. You got Aaron Gordon. You throw out a bunch of dudes out there. They brought back Bruce Brown. And they got guys out there to cover the perimeter and slide around. And then obviously their defensive coverages will take into account the fact that Jokic is not your classic rim protector, and they can play around it. Just that said, Jokic quadruple double tonight would be legendary. I don't know if he'll get a quadruple double, but hello, Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, the combination of Jokic and Gordon, who would have thought? Aaron Gordon was on his way to mediocrity over there in Orlando. They did not know what to do with him. They did not know where to put him on the court. They did not know how to build around them or play alongside of him. Obviously, he's gotten better as well since getting with the Nuggets, which we will go through. But the combination of him playing alongside Jokic has been a special combination, right? Like I said, there's not much to talk about with Jokic. Good luck. Good luck. The best player in the league. Not even particularly that close. I used to have Giannis right below him. Like, yeah, Jokic is better, but like we could have a conversation about it. I don't think we could have a conversation about it anymore, right? Giannis getting a little bit older. Athleticism starting to leave him just a smidge. He's still dominant. He's still going to be in the MVP conversation, but this man continues to just elevate. He's 30 now, so maybe he's on the back end of his prime, but with his play style and the way these guys have been going longer into their careers, we may get 8 more years of prime Nikola Jokic. We're just going to have to see. Jokic averaging 53.4 PRA. Ridiculous. Ridiculous for Jokic. Also, like, it's not just that. The efficiency is crazy. This is not normal efficiency for a big man. And if you saw a big man with this level of efficiency, it's on low volume. He's putting up the three, like he's not a big three-point taker, but he's putting them up there. He's not shying away from threes. You have to guard him out there, right? He's taking a bunch of shots. He's averaging damn near 30. So Jokic has been incredible. We know this, though. We know, like I said, I didn't need to add context here because we know. Good luck. Good luck guarding Jokic. You hope he has maybe an off night. You hope maybe he's tired. Maybe he went out last night. Who knows? Who knows? Just that said, red court most likely. Yeah, it is an NBA Cup game. They got the Cleveland Pacers game on, like I said earlier. Cleveland now up by 22. We knew this game was going to be bad. But hopefully the court isn't that egregious. This Cleveland court is not good. Not good. We got to get rid of the full colored courts. There's other ways to do it. They have the big in-season tournament trophy in the middle of the court. You don't need to change the court color. I'm a big proponent of changing the color of the ball. Right? You come in, you see the color of the ball, and you're like, yup, it's different. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? I don't like here on my end, it's not going to affect you guys in any way, but on my end, they no longer have like your screen names that you picked out. It has like your @ names, like whatever you used to create your account initially, and it's terrible. It's terrible because I'm used to seeing your names, but now like some of you guys got numbers beside your name. I'm like, who's that? Oh, that's Kinahara. Oh, that's David. So I don't like it. I don't like it. But obviously I'll get used to it. As a matter of fact, if I switch over to this different chat, no, it's still the same. It's just replicating what we have here. Get the old ABA ball, so retro. I'm down with the old ABA ball. It would be fantastic. It would be phenomenal. It would look cool. You would know instantly that it's a different game because the color of the ball is different. It would just be, come on. Like, it's an easy solution. And you don't have any merchandise opportunity with the different colored courts. If you used a different colored ball, there's your merchandise opportunity, NBA. More money. More money, you could sell the ball. It's a special edition ball. As a matter of fact, every team could have a specific set of basketballs that represent their color scheme. And then boom, you could sell that. Official NBA merchandise. And you could advertise it and little kids will buy it up. There it is. Stop with the silly courts. Give me a silly basketball. David said, only tonight I hope the Heat win. Who are the Heat playing? Who are the Heat playing? The Heat are playing the Chicago Bulls. You hope the Heat win because they're playing the Bulls? I can go either way on it, unless you got something going on with that. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? It is a Friday night. Unfortunately, we haven't got a Friday Night Knicks in a while, feels like. In a while. Well, we did have one last week, right, with the Miami game. That was that. But we go from Jokic to his dance partner. We go to Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's having a solid start to the year. I wrote down here, Murray notoriously gets off to very slow starts, but he's been consistent as ever to start this year, right? 35% from the three-point line, which is solid. It's solid. It's obviously below average in modern NBA, but he does much more than just spread it out to the three-point line. The scoring has been there, 22.5 points per game on good efficiency, 46% as a guard coming back this season. Again, he usually gets off the slow start, so this is pretty damn good. A great start for him so far. The 6.2 assists, the 2.4 turnovers is fine. Not the greatest, but it's perfectly fine. Again, you want about a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, and this is about a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, right? About 6-to-2. So Jamal Murray has been fantastic for them. Probably better than what they expected because, like I said, he historically gets off to very slow starts. So Jamal Murray, he's kind of like in mid-season form already to start the year, which is what I think is best-case scenario for Denver. He is the dance partner to Nikola Jokić. Obviously, the next guy we get to is also now becoming more of a dance partner to Nikola Jokić, but they play off of each other phenomenally. They've obviously come up together when Denver was bad, when Denver was in the middle, to when Denver was like, oh, they're a plucky team on their way up. And then obviously the big injury to Murray. But without Jamal Murray, there is no, like, Denver Nugget ecosystem. Obviously, the ecosystem is Jokic, so it's always going to be there. But without Jamal Murray, it sputters. It begins to sputter. Shows his dad said the Nuggets 11-3 responded to having a 7-game winning streak snapped by Chicago Bulls earlier this week with a 125-118 road victory against the Pelicans. Now everybody's beating up on the Pelicans. That was a closer game than it probably should have been. But Derek Queen played phenomenally in that game, I will say. David Hodge Jr. said, we got to get a win and win group to make the quarterfinals. But the Bulls got to lose. True, I forgot that. And the Bulls got to lose big. They're losing by 18 points here. The Miami also have to lose, though. They also have to lose. I have to clean my glasses. It is. We go from Jamal Murray to maybe Jokic's other favorite dance partner. Maybe he's becoming the second best guy on the team. He's definitely there. You know, I said Queen has been surprisingly solid. He's been more than solid, I'd even say. We get to Mr. Aaron Gordon. I clean my glasses, and I can't see anything with my glasses. So we're gonna leave it right here. I'm going to filibuster about Aaron Gordon for a second. Aaron Gordon, like I was talking about earlier, the way his career started in Orlando, and obviously he was young and he needed his game to grow, and Orlando wasn't the best for developing players at that time. It was post-Dwight Howard. They didn't have a whole lot on the team. They had Oladipo, and they traded Oladipo, and then they had Vooch come along, and they traded Vooch. Aaron Gordon was the mainstay in Orlando there. He was the guy that they were hoping to develop into a 1A type of dude, ball in his hands. I mean, he's got the archetypical build for that size. 6'8", big, strong dude, can create size mismatches all over the court, was versatile, could handle the ball a little bit, could shoot a little bit. But the thing that with Aaron Gordon was always, can he become a consistent three-point shooter? And boy, oh boy, at 45% from three so far this year. And he even shot it well last year. I believe he was a 40% three-point shooter last year, but not on as much volume. He is getting them 3 points up this year. We know earlier in the year, I think it was either their first game or like one of their first 3 games or something like that. It was very early in the season. He set a record, scored 50 points in a game, and knocked down 10 three-pointers in said game. So, Aaron Gordon has completely revamped his play style. He's averaging 20 points per game as the third guy. Their legitimate big three, the previous big three, used to kind of appear as Jokic, Murray, and then MPJ, and then obviously with the MPJ trade, and of course we'll get to it here. Aaron Gordon is legitimately, not just like, oh yeah, Aaron Gordon's also really solid as well, like kind of thrown into the bank. Like, he's legitimately, like, you got to be worried about him. He's a phenomenal cutter, excellent finisher, still athletic at 30 years old. Obviously the athleticism's not what it used to be, but can finish at the rim. Big, strong, mismatches all over the place. So if you put a small on him, he'll bully him to the basket and get positioning, and Jokic will always deliver him the ball when he needs it. And then now with this three-point shooting, my man's flying around the court as if he's the MPJ, or as if he is, he has sapped the powers of Cam Johnson or something. Because, boy, oh boy, Aaron Gordon just become an absolute sniper for this team. You'd like him to be a little bit of a better rebounder at a 6.3, but he's not bad. Serviceable as the starting power forward. Gordon continues to leap this year. The leap it continues. It's just continuing to go up. I'd even argue that he stepped up as the second best and maybe even the second most important player on this Nuggets team. Always going to be behind Jokic, obviously the MVP of the league. The current favorite for MVP of the league. But Aaron Gordon, like we had talked about with Murray. Murray usually gets off to a slow start, so you would think Aaron Gordon would step up and be the guy. But Aaron Gordon has been like, Jamal Murray, you're playing great. That's great. Me and Jokic are gonna run some handoff actions. You can go stand over there in the wing, though. I got you, big dog. I got you. Aaron Gordon is the difference maker this year. He has been phenomenal. Big fan of Aaron Gordon. One of my favorite role players in the league, although he is now elevating himself out of role player. He's going to be in all-star discussions. I don't think he'll make the all-star team because the league is very deep. But he's going to be his name is going to be brought up, right? He will get consideration for it, and we'll see how everything plays out at that point. Injuries will happen and whatnot, but dude is a beast from Dallas. As a kid, I think Marshall knows his story. Aaron Gordon is just, I love Aaron Gordon. I love everything about Aaron Gordon. I love how he's transformed his game. I love his connection that he has with Jokic. I love his fit here on the Denver Nuggets team. I'm happy with the way his career's turned out because it looked dicey coming out of Orlando. It looked dicey. It looked like it could go either way. It would maybe just toil around with all these God-given gifts that he had, with the size and the athleticism that he had. But no, he's kind of realizing his full potential here in Denver. Right in the prime of his career at 30. Get over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson having a weird season, not shooting it well at all when literally the only thing he's done well, not the only thing, but the thing that has always been there for him in the NBA was his shooting, and now all of a sudden he doesn't have the shooting right now. There's speculation about why, and we'll get to it in the context, but only 8.6 points per game, about 2.5 rebounds and assists. Not dribbling it or playmaking enough, trying to be a play finisher out here at 0.6 turnovers. Sub 30% from three-point range so far. Sub 42% from the field. This is a guy coming out of the Brooklyn Nets where, like, these percentages on a terrible team were way higher. Now you're on a winning team, getting open looks, and yet really struggling. Really struggling. Now, obviously, getting onto a new team is always going to make things somewhat difficult because of the new system. You're not going to have the ball in your hands. Learning to play off of Jokic is just completely different and all of the things. But at some point, they'd like to see you get this number closer to where it is for your career average. Get to like 37, 38% so far this year, and then get hot during the playoff run, and everything will be all forgiven. But as of right now, Denver fans a little frustrated with what they've gotten in the return in the MPJ deal for Cam Johnson. Johnson has been disappointing for the Nuggets, not shooting it well, not playing well overall. Rumors are that he's not 100%, but at the same time, if you're on the court and you're still playing, we need you to play well. We need you to show up, do your thing. So he's playing. And even if he's not 100%, he's not on the injury report, but even if he's not 100%, if you're going to be out there, they need you to do the one thing they're just simply asking you to do, and that's make open three-point shots. And right now, not doing that at a good enough clip. Halfway through the second quarter of Pelicans-Mavs, by the way, I just saw right here on the top performers, Derek Queen's got 8 points and 8 assists. Big fan of Derek Queen. Shout out Derek Queen. We get over to Christian Brown. Christian Brown is hurt. He's only played a couple of games this year, the first couple of games. So unfortunately, Christian Brown will not be playing. He's actually elevated himself to be a big part of this team. Kodeska, what's up, Kodeska? Who is Kodeska? Hold on. If only, see, YouTube changed how they showcase your names. Hold on, because you have been. Are you Lionel? Are you Lionel Monis? My man Lionel Monis. Watch it. I knew it was my man Lionel. What's up, Lionel? I knew it. They have it at your at, so I think whatever your at is what it is. So it's in, I could probably show you guys right here. So this is what I see. This is what I see. Hold on. This is what I see. As you can see over here, this is what I see in the chat, at Kodeska. It doesn't say Lionel Monis anymore. Even for Kinohara down here, it says Kinohara 8736. I don't like it. I don't like this change. I want to know your names the way you want to be your name to be presented. I don't know if I messed up a setting here or something, but I don't like it. That didn't do anything. I'll leave that on. Unfortunately, that didn't do anything. So. Kino said, I like Christian Brown, and I think he's definitely better than Cam Johnson, so his return will be big. It'll be huge. Also, his relationship, like everybody else on this team. How you play off of Nikola Jokic is going to determine your level of impact on this team. And obviously, with Cam Johnson being a new addition to this team, he's going to have to learn how to play alongside Jokic. It's not the easiest. It's not as easy as advertised, but once you get it down, it looks really good. Looks really good. Maybe open it in Google. I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with it. There's definitely a setting that could definitely switch it somewhere, but not something that is too important right now. Too important, right? I don't know how Kadeska showed up. I don't know either. Well, YouTube changed it. So whatever your ad is for your email or whatever that you use to start your account or something like that is what is showing up here. So I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Just that said, Raptors are going to be a problem. We'll see. I want to see more from the Raptors. They're playing a very easy game against the Washington Wizards. Back to our little pregame. Christian Brown, he's hurt. He's not playing. 15 points per game last year, so that's 15 points that are just wiped off the board for them. Jonas Valanciunas, and where's Chi-Chi when you need him? We got a big Jonas Valanciunas in the chat regularly. He's been solid. He's been everything Denver has ever asked of a backup center. The Nuggets actually have a backup center for Jokic this season after years upon years upon years of not having a legitimate backup big man for him. Valanciunas can replicate just enough of Jokic's play style to keep the Nuggets above water, right? He can play out of the high post. He can shoot a little bit and stretch the floor a little bit. He's a pretty good passer, decent rebounder. He's similar athletically to Jokic in terms of not being very athletic at all, to kind of replicate whatever defensive style they want to do, put him in the positions and whatnot so the teams don't have to adjust as much when you put Jonas Valanciunas out there. So the style can remain the same, even if Valanciunas is obviously nowhere near the player that Jokic is. But again, from the percentages and whatnot, can just replicate just enough. And obviously he's not going to get a ton of playing time because you're playing behind Nikola Jokic, the MVP of the league. He's going to be playing a lot. Valanciunas just gives you exactly what you need. Just enough. Exactly what you need. We get over to Bruce Brown, and it feels like Bruce Brown has been out of the league for a while, just because ever since he left Denver off of the initial championship run, and then he signed with the Indiana Pacers in that offseason. He's still only 29 years old. It feels like he's 35 years old. He's still only 29 years old. Felt like Bruce Brown was just out of the league for a while. Part of that was a ton of injuries. Part of that was playing on really bad teams. But he's back with the Denver Nuggets. Not as good as he once was in terms of the statistics he's bringing, but the value that he brings to this team is still very tip-top. 44% from the field, 79% from the foul line, 39% from three-point range. It's still exactly what you need from Bruce Brown. The defense is solid. The playmaking and the scoring and the ball handling off the bench is exactly what they need for a bench role guy. But they obviously, with going out and getting Bruce Brown, also going out and bringing in Tim Hardaway Jr. And when you lose Michael Porter Jr. is a microwave, a no-conscience heat check kind of guy. Every single time he touches the ball, the guy is incapable of losing confidence, it feels like, right? Tim Hardaway Jr., 11 points per game, only 2 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Not going to give you anything else out of that. But the thing he's here to do is get those three-point shots up, brother. And that is what Tim Hardaway Jr. has done the entirety of his career. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Tim Hardaway Jr. Got love and respect for Timmy. Despite the relationship both times not ending the way you would have wanted it to end. But either way, Tim Hardaway Jr. carved out a really valuable spot for him here in Denver. Really has become a valuable player throughout his career so far in the NBA. Timmy is the perfect heat check guy he's the perfect heat check guy to place alongside Jokic. With MPJ gone, like we talked about, no Michael Porter Jr., which means Jokic doesn't have a guy to swing the ball to and a guy to just have no conscience and be like, oh, you're going to swing the ball? I'm just going to shoot it then. Right? Tim Hardaway Jr. is exactly that for the Denver Nuggets so far this year. Needed. Very much needed. We get over to Peyton Watson. And initially, I didn't have a graphic made for Peyton Watson, but he's too valuable and too important and plays too consistently for the Denver Nuggets to not put some respect on Peyton Watson. Watson continues to develop well for the Nuggets. He's only 23 years old, out of UCLA, initially drafted as a really raw prospect, but he's starting to round out his game as he gets a bit older here. Giving them the dirty work and the defense that they need off the bench. They need a guy on the wing who can come in, and when you need him defensively, he can be there, whether that's to cover as Darius Garland goes off limping yet again. That's not what you want to see. I mean, I got the game on here to obviously get ready for a game here. Garland limping is not what you want to see. For the Cavs, who has just returned Garland. You just got to sit out till you're 100% healthy, dude. Get out of there. But Peyton Watson is too important to this Denver Nuggets team. The three-point shooting starting to come around, 36% from the field on obviously low volume, but still valuable that he can actually step out and do it. Watson's been fantastic in spots. Yeah, in spots, but 1.1 steals, 1.1 blocks. Obviously, just he's making plays defensively. He can get caught out of positioning every now and again, but he is probably their most explosive player now that Gordon is starting to be a little bit more ground bound. And Garland is extremely upset because he's obviously dealing with that foot-toe thing, whatever it is. Lano said, this thing says chat as Lano Monas and Kodeska showed up on your side. It's a YouTube channel I have for charitable organizations we have in Haiti. That's dope. That's dope. I don't know. It's got to be something on my end, Lionel. I don't know what the issue is. It's not showing up properly, but I will fix it. I will look into it, and I will fix it. But Peyton Watson's been very good. He comes in and gives them, like I said, the defensive intensity they need. When he gets into the game, the defense is going to ratchet up for Denver, right? And playing him alongside Aaron Gordon, because now that Aaron Gordon can be more of a viable, pliable player, not viable, but a pliable, versatile player, you could play a guy like Peyton Watson alongside him because you're not taking anything off the table in terms of playmaking, ball handling, or shooting-wise anymore. Peyton Watson's been just been everything they need. Once you get Christian Brown also, maybe Peyton Watson's role starts to diminish a little bit because they're kind of similar in what they bring to the team. Christian Brown a little bit better, which is why Peyton Watson might diminish a little bit. But Peyton Watson with the size at 6'8", long arms, leaper, good rim protector for his size is really important for Denver just to have that option to bring him off the bench to lean more into a defensive rotation. With that being said, we're going to get over to the Houston Rockets, and we've covered a bunch of Houston Rockets games so far this year. So we know their play style, we know what they look like, we know their rotation, we know their guys. As always, we're going to start with Alperen Sengun, the best player on the team. This guy is in the MVP conversation. Now, nobody, I don't think, is going to take it from either Jokic or SGA or even Giannis. I think those are the top three, and nobody's really cracking into the top three unless those guys miss a significant amount of time. Looking at you, Giannis. 23.4 points per game, 10.4 rebounds, 7.4 assists. The stats are actually updated, so we're going to run right through it. 49% from the field, a ridiculous 45% from three-point range. I thought when I went to go update his statistics that I'd see that the three-point shooting was going to come down to earth a little bit. It's gone the other way. It was at 42% the last time I updated it. It's now up to 44.7%, so almost 45% from three-point range. It's obviously on low volume. He's not jacking up a bunch of threes, but when he takes them, he's knocking them down. So you can't leave him butt naked wide open because if he's open, he's going to knock it down damn near 50% of the clip. 1.2 steals, 1 block. He's actually updated those stats as well. 3.5 turnovers is extremely high. It's a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Is the main playmaker on this team. With no Fred VanVleet, this point has been talked to death by me, particularly if you guys have been here a lot listening to my Houston Rocket ramblings. It's not good. Got to lower the turnovers, but it is his first year taking this full leap as I'm the legit 100% hub, and no point guard out there is going to make it even more difficult. It's only a 13-point game with 3 minutes left. Okay, there you go. In the end to make it interesting. As Mobley knocks down a three, never mind, it's no longer interesting. Alperen Sengun, best player in the team. He's in the MVP rankings, one of the top 10 players in the league so far this year, if not even higher than that. But we get over to Kevin Durant, and we know who KD is. It's nice that as he gets older, he can be on a team that does not require him to do everything the way he was with Brooklyn and the way it ended up being in Phoenix, despite having Devin Booker alongside of him. Kevin Durant at 37 years old. I think he's 38 now. I don't know when his birthday was, but he was 37 at the start of the year. Kevin Durant at this age, still putting up these numbers. I don't know what to call this era of superstar, right? Between him, LeBron, Steph Curry, who else is aging at a rate where they're not aging at all? 25.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, 3.4 assists per game. I mean, these stats are down for his career. To be fair, he is 37 years old, but at the same time also, like I said down here, The Rockets don't need him to rebound a ton because they have a ridiculous size advantage on any given night. They don't need him to play make a ton because he's playing alongside guys like Sengun and even Amen Thompson. Kevin Durant can just do the thing that it feels like he was born to do. Put that ball in the basket. 25.5 points per game on excellent efficiency, damn near 50% from the field, damn near 90% from the foul line, and a measly 38% from three-point range. He's going to be flirting with 50, 40, 90 throughout the entirety of the season because that's Kevin Durant. We know who he is. There is no surprise with Kevin Durant. This isn't a surprise. This is an expectation. We get over to Amen Thompson, and the stats slightly down a little bit. As you know, he started off the year, stats were hovering around 18 a game, around 6-7 assists a game. That's slightly down now for Amen Thompson. That does not mean that he is actually playing worse. As a matter of fact, he's focusing on other things like defense, being a perimeter defender, being a playmaker, being a setup guy, and whatnot. The issue with Amen Thompson is always going to be this needs to improve this. That is it a down the floor. All right. It's only a 13-point game, like I said, but it's a minute and a half to go in that game, but we'll see. 20% from three-point range. Always going to be an area improvement for Amen Thompson. He's never going to take that last full leap into legit stardom without a somewhat of a consistent jumper. Like, you have to get this over 30. On low volume, you have to get this over 30. You can't be a 20% three-point shooter as a perimeter guard, perimeter-oriented guard, right? Like, he can't do it. He's got every other thing. Excellent finisher, the athleticism off the charts, defensive tenacity is incredible, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. All the things. He's got it all. He's got it all. He's working on the playmaking. He's working on being a lead guard this year without Van Vliet. It's going to obviously help him later on in the future. 20% from three-point range is not going to get it done. You know, I said not aging equals steroids. This is what happened in 90s baseball. 40-year-olds hitting 40 home runs. Yeah, that makes sense, Kinhar. Kevin Durant is definitely on steroids. Steph Curry is definitely on steroids. That's definitely how steroids work, brother. That makes so much sense. That's definitely how steroids work. Right? They definitely have just packed on more power. You're right. That's definitely how steroids work. We get over to Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Smith Jr., unsung hero, maybe more of a sung hero. I don't know what's going on with in the Raptors fan base and whatnot. But Jabari Smith Jr. is actually doing all of the dirty work that this team requires. And this is a team with Adams and Sengun, who are like dirty work kind of players. Clint Capella off the bench. They're dirty work players. Tari Eason, who is not playing, he's still out with an injury. Josh Okogie. They've got dirty work players on the team. And yet Jabari Smith Jr. is going underappreciated for all the dirty work that he's doing. 14.5 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.8 blocks, under a turnover, 38.5% from three-point range. This is what they've needed Jabari Smith Jr. to do. Since he got into the league, he came into the league as a knockdown big man, a stretch big, more so of a power forward than center, but still can stretch the court from three-point range, knock down mid-range shots, all of the things, and he did not do that on a consistent basis. And this year, you would think, I think the worry was, not that you would think, but the worry was that he might get lost in the shuffle between the arrival of Durant, the ascension of Thompson, and the ascension of Sengun. He now falls back down the totem pole to fourth in that group of guys, and then sometimes maybe even fifth, with the expectation that Van Vliet was going to be around. But he has fit in really nicely here, and he's filling in the gaps, whether it's spacing out to the three-point line and being a threat, whether it's sealing off mismatches and knocking down mid-range jumpers over smaller players, whether it's rim protecting, getting out, being a versatile defensive player and guarding perimeter players, because they're kind of starting him at small forward now. 38.5% from three-point range. You know, I said, it's okay, Chevy, I don't know. I don't expect you to know how steroids work. You aren't a healthcare pro. Well, you're not looking for the term necessarily steroids. And I know you work in the healthcare system, but then you know the correct terms to use, my brother. But it definitely ain't steroids that these dudes are taking, I'll tell you that. If you wanted to put something else in the chat, I'd agree with you, but I tell you, steroids aren't the thing that are keeping these dudes around. We get over to Reed Sheppard, and Reed Sheppard has been a beautiful revelation for these Houston Rockets. Reed Sheppard, 21 years old, obviously the third overall pick in last year's draft. Didn't get a ton of play last year because the Rockets were a very deep team. They were obviously a little middling and whatnot. Reed Sheppard, 21 years old, thrown into the fire this year with a Fred VanVleet injury. 12.5 points per game, 2.6 rebounds, 3 assists for Reed Sheppard. But that's not the thing. That's not, like, the 12.5 points per game off the bench for Reed Sheppard is gorgeous. But 47% from three-point range. Like, we all laughed and scoffed at the idea that Reed Sheppard, oh, yeah, because he had the great summer league and whatnot, and obviously it was fantastic in Kentucky. And I think we all laughed and scoffed at the idea, like, oh, yeah, second coming Steph Curry. Yeah, sure, yeah, there's going to be, like, Steph Curry's a one-of-one player. We're not going to see another Steph Curry, right? Nazalon, what's up, Nazalon? We're not going to see another Steph Curry. And yet this guy comes out shooting 47.3% from three-point range off the bounce, off the catch, off of movement, coming off of screens, chucking them up there. Extremely contested, not contested. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Reed Sheppard's getting them up there. He has been a revelation for this team. He's also starting to come around defensively. He is a defensive playmaker, pretty good at stealing the ball and whatnot. But Sheppard has been everything Houston was hoping for, pretty much everything. Maybe not exactly everything. They like him to be a little bit more of a playmaker and stronger ball handler, but it's been everything Houston has been really, really hoping for. He's not really a point guard, but is quickly becoming one of the most dangerous shooters in the league. Like, if this guy is 25 feet away from the basket, you got to find him. If he's 30 feet away from the basket, you have to find him. You have to. 47% from three-point range this many games to the season is still ridiculous, right? It's not necessarily a small sample size anymore. This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous percentage. One of every 2 jump shots he's putting up are going down, and we're already getting ready to the tip-off. We got Tari Eason, who's out with an injury. We can move past him. We got Clint Capella, who's just a solid rim-running big man. He doesn't play a ton of minutes, but he kind of gives them everything they need. Dorian Finney-Smith is out. He has yet to make his season debut. He has no timetable to return. What's going on with that? That's a weird situation. You have Aaron Holiday, who's kind of the third-string guard. Every now and again, you get a great Aaron Holiday game. You had one the other day against Cleveland where he kind of went toe-to-toe with, what's his name, with Donovan Mitchell. But he's not, like, necessary to the Rockets' success. And you got Steven Adams, who is the starter here tonight. We are already going for the tip-off as the Nuggets win the tip. Steven Adams is just solid. He's just solid. One of the best offensive rebounders in the league right now. And his role in this team is perfect. Perfect for his type of play style. Jamal Murray all the way to the basket, gets the lefty scoop to go, and that's how we will open up the game. Denver with a 2-point lead. Here we go. 5 p.m. Knicks early start tomorrow. 5 p.m. start, David? Hold on, I got to check that. As Amin Thompson knocks down a jumper, now we got to check that. Now you got me nervous because I did not recognize that. If that is the case. Oof, all right. Anyway, let's focus on this game here. Jamal Murray coming to his left, a pull-up 3 off the Jokic screen, and it might be a Jamal Murray night. Jamal Murray with the first 2 baskets for the Denver Nuggets, 5 points for Jamal Murray to start the game. Amin Thompson bringing it down the other way. He's being guarded by Cam Johnson. Not the greatest matchup for Cam Johnson and whatnot right there. They get over to Durant. Durant being chased by Peyton Watson, who's in the starting lineup. They swing it over to Thompson. Euro steps down the lane, loses the handle, but a blocking foul on Cam Johnson. Awkward fall for Amin Thompson. Wincing a little bit. Yup versus the Magic, 5 p.m. Brother, the NBA schedule is trash. What do you mean it's a 5 p.m. start time on a Saturday? What do you mean? NBA, what do you mean 5 p.m. start time on a Saturday? What kind of time is that? Come on, man. Oh my goodness. What a disgusting thing. Sengun down the lane with the left hand, got it to go past Aaron Gordon because Aaron Gordon is getting the start. I got to focus on this game. That just ruined my night, though. That just ruined my night. Well, we're going to have to worry about that later. Jamal Murray has it up top, coming to his left. KD chasing him on a switch. Pull up 3 again off the Jokic screen. Can't get that one to go. The first miss for Murray and the Nuggets. Now here comes Thompson bringing it down the other way up the Sengun screen. Thompson, with Peyton Watson on him. They get it out to Sengun, being guarded by Gordon. Coming to his left. Going to put him in the post. They bring a double team. Sengun, dribbling it. Has nowhere to go. Good defense. They swing it over to Jabari. Pump fakes down the lane. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Cam Johnson. Rolls out halfway down. Jokic picks up the rebound off the good box out on Adams. Jokic versus Adams is actually a hilarious matchup. That's great. They get it over to Jamal Murray. Murray up top, dancing with it. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Adams. Hands it off to Murray. Coming to his right. Murray, little a little loosey-goosey tonight. Leaves it off for Gordon along the baseline. Gordon gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Both teams operating at a very high level right now, getting whatever they want, both offensively. I said I thought Dorian Finney-Smith was a big signing. What happened to him? Some injury, and he has no timetable to return. The last I checked. I checked as I was making the graphics. I was updating the graphics. I checked. What's going on with Dorian Finney-Smith? When is he coming back? Said no timetable to return as Aaron Gordon misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 5-4 here early. I said Reed Sheppard is the key to Houston's success now that VanVleet is on the shelf. Yeah. I mean, I think Thompson is the key because now the ball is going to be in his hands a lot more. But the emergence of Reed Sheppard is extremely important. I agree. Extremely important. Thompson has it up top being guarded by Johnson. Thompson coming to his right off the Adams screen. Get it over to Adams. Adams in the high post. Hands it off to Durant. Coming to his left. Watson chasing inside to Adams. Adams gets stripped but fouled by Johnson. Going to send Adams to the foul line for 2, I believe. Adams, not throughout his career, has been known to be a good free throw shooter. This season, shooting at a respectable, 70-something%. Very, very solid so far. On low volume, not shooting a ton of them, but still, get to the line and make more than you miss. And he's done exactly that. Adams misses the first free throw, just as I was complimenting him. Did my phone die? My phone died and never plugged it in. Great job, me. Great job. I gotta send some messages out about tomorrow's 5 p.m. start time. Ridiculous start time on a Saturday. Ridiculous start time on a Saturday. I hate it. Adams misses both just as I complimented his free throw shooting. Of course that happens. Aaron Gordon bringing it down. He has it on the left wing. They get it over to Jokić. Jokić being guarded by Adams. Hands it off to Gordon. Coming to his right. Tries to hit the pocket pass to Jokić. Gets knocked out of his hands. A step back 3 for Gordon. Comes up short, hit the side of the rim, and careens out of bounds. So the Rockets will slowly bring it down. My phone back on. My phone is back on. Got to send out some messages about this Knicks news tomorrow. Did not realize I should have looked ahead. I just would not have expected a 5 o'clock start time on a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Give me a regular start time. Adams extremely similar to Mitchie. He is. Right down to the fact that he has had an injury-prone career. Thompson all the way to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Good defense from Tim Hardaway, who just checked in. Jamal Murray with the long rebound. Gets it over to Watson going along the baseline. Reverse layup for him. Got it to go. Nice athletic move for Payne Watson. I probably kind of mentioned it, but not really. I gave 2 points to the wrong side. My bad. It's 8-4. Payne Watson gives this team a level of athleticism that they normally wouldn't have. Like I said, with Gordon, not as athletic as he used to be. Still athletic, but not as athletic as he used to be. Gordon now bringing it down off the rebound. A missed corner 3 from Jabari Smith Jr. Gordon down the lane gets fouled by Adams. Oh, no, travel. No foul call. Travel on Gordon. I like to see that they allow him to play a little more physically here tonight. Keenar said, I just don't think Thompson is a real playmaker ball handler. It's like one of these typical experiments, Cooper or Jeremy Sohan, the OG, it very rarely works. Well, it's not that they're trying to make them point guards. It's they were trying to get them to see the floor more as a playmaker. They're trying to do it with guys who are tunnel visioned a little bit, but have the ability to be more of a passer, like trying to take the blinders off of them. Like they were never looking for Jeremy Sohan to be a permanent solution at point guard. They knew that wasn't the case, but it was like if we put him at point guard, we could see if we could open up playmaking avenues for him. Thompson is more of a point guard than those guys, but I also don't think that they see him as a true point guard. KD gets it over to, who is that? In the corner for 3 for the Rockets. He couldn't get it to go. Jokic with the rebound, hit ahead to Murray. Murray bringing it down the other way. I don't have that. Guys, you got to let me know. You got to let me know that. I don't have the game cast up for you guys. You guys over there looking at an ad. They get it into Jokic in the post against Sengun. They kick it out to Valanciunas. They got a Sengun-Valanciunas lineup out there. I like it. Murray dribbling it down. Going under the basket with a Nash dribble out to Valanciunas. He's going to put up the straightaway 3. He's going to miss it. Jokic spins off of Adams. Gets stripped after he grabbed the offensive rebound, though. Hit ahead to Jabari Smith Jr. Gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free. No foul. Just out of bounds. They're going to say they knocked it out of Jabari Smith Jr.'s hands clean. So the Rockets will have the ball back, but it'll be under their basket. Aaron Gordon going back to the locker room. Not what you want to see if you're a Nuggets fan. We just talked extremely highly of Aaron Gordon as Sengun misses a three over to KD on the relocation straightaway, three wide open, and he continues to misfire. The Rockets, the best three-point shooting team by percentage in the league, misfiring all over the place. Payne Watson knocks the rebound out of Adams' hands. Jokic back to Hardaway, long rebound back to Watson, back to Hardaway. He's going to hesitate that time from three-point range and get it over to Valanciunas. Now over to Murray. They're going to decide to run some half-court sets here. Murray dancing with it, coming to his left off the screen, gets caught in the air. They swing it out. Hardaway, wide open three left wing. This time he gets it to go down. Third time the charm for Timmy. Thompson bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. Coming to his left, driving it down. Kicks it over to Sengun, knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Jokic. Smith Jr. curling off the screen. They get over to KD. KD a mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Timmy with the rebound. Really poor shooting start for the Houston Rockets here. Under 7 minutes to go. Murray, pocket pass to Valanciunas. A little floater in the lane. Can't get it to fall down. Smith Jr. with the rebound. Some poor shooting from both sides. Thompson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Hardaway. In the lane, he puts up the floater. Too strong, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Thompson knocks it in the air. Adams able to grab it. They get it out to KD. KD being guarded by Watson. KD dancing with it in the lane. Puts up the little floater. And he gets a nice soft touch as he gets that one to go down. Finally, another basket for Houston. It's 11-6. Murray bringing it down. He has it up top. Approaching the halfway point here in the first quarter. Murray coming to his right off a double screen. Pulls it back. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic stops. Turns. Driving it down in the lane. Along the baseline. Shovels it inside the Valanciunas and lays it up and in. Beautiful connection there between Jokic and Valanciunas. The two bigs dance around each other in the space there to create that nice, easy layup. Thompson has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. They get it over to Sengun. Sengun catches, pump fakes. Jokic giving him space. He dribbles into the mid-range instead, and he misses the pull-up mid-range jumper. Fight for the rebound. Valanciunas knocks it out of Steven Adams' hands. The Nuggets are doing a good job of keeping the Rockets off the offensive glass. Payne Watson just gives the ball up. Durant gets an easy, fast break slam. AD looking for a foul call. He's not going to get it. They're allowing these two teams to play right now. Payne Watson just giving the ball up on that possession. He thought he should have handed it off to Jokic. Jokic was looking to set a screen for him. Ends up in a turnover. Jamal Murray dancing with it. And they call a foul on Sengun. We're going to get a stoppage in play here, a timeout. We're going to get a timeout from the Rockets, a full timeout. See, I don't like this. Because who's my man here? Who's my man here? Is this World Young Man? What's up, World Young Man? What's up, World? 111-117 Houston. It's going to be a close battle. It's going to be a close game. It's a 5-point game so far. I got to send this message out about tomorrow's Knicks game. Ridiculous start time. They have to ban 5 o'clock start times on the weekend. They have to ban them. They have to ban them. Knicks just checked. I should have checked. But the Knicks game starts at 5 tomorrow. Should have checked the schedule earlier, but the Knicks game starts at 5 tomorrow. I'll send that and just see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. We'll figure it out at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Am I right, guys? It is extremely hot in this room right now. I'll tell you that. Extremely hot. Not kind of hot. I'm like sweating. I'm sweating right Losing Aaron Gordon earlier in the game to that awkward fall he had, I'm going to have to open up Twitter and just check to see the updates as the beat reporters will put them out on what's going on with Aaron Gordon. Is he going to be able to return? Is he going to be out for the rest of the night? We will see. So we can open up Aaron Gordon injury. People, I'm sure, already have opinions on it. So we open that up. We'll get the information we need. Aaron Gordon just re-injured the right hamstring on a drive. So it was already an injured hamstring that he had and seems to have re-injured it. Yeah, no information on it, just everybody upset about it. Seems like it's a hamstring injury he had already and seems to be re-aggravating it. So that's unfortunate for Denver. That's unfortunate for Aaron Gordon. He's going to be needed against a very big team in Houston tonight. Now it seems like Denver will be out for the remainder of the game. No official word on it yet, but it seems like it. Valanciunas battling for the offensive rebound, and instead of grabbing it and knocks it out, and Jabari Smith Jr. able to pick it up, but then the Rockets turn it right back over. You give it, then you take it on both sides. So here come the Denver Nuggets bringing it down. Jokic is yet to take a shot. Murray up top, crossing over to his left off the Jokic screen. Pocket pass to Jokic. Jokic inside the Valanciunas with positioning on Capella. Little fall away jumper over Capella. Can't get it to go. Both of these teams misfiring. Very makeable shots for both of them. Very makeable shots. Jabari Smith Jr. on the left wing. Get it over to Capella down the lane. Flips it up with the right hand. Blocked by Valanciunas. Saves the ball into Jokic. Jokic home run pass to Payne Watson. And an unusually bad pass from Nikola Jokic is a turnover. Flies right over his head. Candid David. I don't see, now I have to go to your individual channels to know who you guys are. Candido David. What's up, Candido David? My guy David. Another David in chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Go KD. Oof. Namar, what's up, Namar? Guessing any likely Knicks third place? We'll see. We'll see. Capella has it up top for the Rockets. Coming to his left, trying to direct some traffic. Hands it off to KD. KD over the top pass over to Jabari. Jab step driving to his left. Bruce Brown is in the game. Follow away jumper over Brown. In and out, can't get it to stay. Valanciunas knocks into the air, and Brown able to grab it. Bruce Brown's defense and versatility is going to be needed tonight. Doesn't have necessarily the size to cover guys like Jabari Smith Jr., but he does have the tenacity. Jokic steps back for a three over Capella, and he knocks it down. First shot of the game. 1 up, 1 down for Nikola Jokic, giving the Denver Nuggets an early 8-point lead here, as they're really struggling, both teams, to make shots consistently. They kick it out to Jabari, jab step, coming to his left, over to Sengun. Sengun up top spins, pump fake, steps through, stops, turns, gets it over to Capella, back to Sengun. Sengun in the mid-range being guarded by Jokic. Has it at the foul line, dancing with a step back jumper, in and out, can't get it to stay, and Payne Watson comes flying in for the rebound. Great rebound from Watson there. He brings it down. Denver will be looking for as the Rockets pick off the Jokic pass, another bad pass from Jokic. Couple of silly turnovers here from Jokic trying to make a home run play there. Sengun has it, right wing. Lob pass up to Capella, who couldn't get it to go down. Capella, not the young man he once was. Quick outlet to Payne Watson, gets the layup to go past KD. KD pulled his hands back, did not want to give him the and one play. Payne Watson able to get the easy one on the outlet pass. Thompson has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. Great battle between Sengun and Jokic. Thompson has it up top, has it at the foul line now. Going under every screen, even inside the arc. They hit Jabari Smith Jr. cutting back door. They show two, and he turns it over. Home run pass again to Payne Watson, just streaking out one-on-one against Thompson. Gets caught in the air, gets fouled by Almond Thompson, and Payne Watson will go to the foul line for 2 free throws with about 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Denver already built up this 10-point lead here, 18-8. A lot of missed shots early for the Houston Rockets. Very makeable shots for them, but Denver taking advantage now. The Flea said Watson is a sleeper, bro got game. He does. He does. Can be a bit inconsistent as he's a young player still figuring it out. But very invaluable for this for this Denver Nuggets team, especially without Aaron Gordon now, as he misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws, though. Can't be missing free throws. Aaron Gordon update. Aaron Gordon, right hamstring strain. He is questionable to return. Expect him to not return. Spencer Jones is in the game for the Denver Nuggets now. Watson does knock down the second free throw, giving them a 11-point lead here. Split the free throws there. Reed Sheppard is in the game, being guarded by Spencer Jones. Coming to his right off the screen. Reed Sheppard down the lane, gets knocked out of his hands by Bruce Brown. Nice steal. Now here comes Denver bringing it down the other way. They get over to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Okogie. They swing it out to Hardaway. Hardaway back to Jokic. Jokic in the high post now, backing him down. They bring a double team. He steps through, flips it up at the basket, and he gets the foul call on Okogie. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. And we're going to get a timeout here. Candido David said Rockets make it 11-3. We'll see. We'll see for sure. Let's see. Maybe I could do it here. No. 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 Okay. I'm going to continue fiddling around trying to find how I can fix this naming thing on here. As a matter of fact, it's bothering me so much, I'm going to look it up. PNR said I just picked up Peyton Watson over 20 PNR. He's sitting now with 5 points, 3 rebounds. He's going to be valuable with no Aaron Gordon out there because of his size, his length, and his defense and whatnot, obviously, right? It's going to be super important. Super important without him. Watson, we're going to be saying Watson's name a lot tonight. He's going to have the task of guarding KD. He's going to have the task of guarding Jabari Smith Jr. He's going to have the task of being a help side rebounder. All of the things. All of the things. YouTube Studio has to do it. Don't like it. I said I can't imagine they would put Aaron Gordon back in the game. 3 aggravated hammy in the regular season. He must sit for a few weeks like OG. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm sure they just listed it as questionable just to have it out there that it's not a serious injury or something. But I'm with you. I highly doubt he comes back into the game. Highly doubt it. The Flea said doable. Doable for Watson. Yeah, very doable. Very doable. We're going to be checking back in here. KD minus 11. It's too early in the game. He's played the whole game and they're down 11. That's how the plus minus works. It doesn't mean how KD is playing. These guys are getting open shots. Nobody's knocking anything down for Houston so far. They'll start knocking down some shots. But they will, they'll be in the game. They're not going to get blown out tonight. I'd be very surprised. Just that's it. Rockets sandbagging. They're just missing easy looks. Jokic at the foul line for 2. Sengun on the bench. Jokic misses a free throw. Can't be. What's going on with the missed free throws around the league? This is now the third game in a row we're watching where missed free throws are just everywhere right now. Everywhere. Just that's with the gambling, you never truly know what's going on. That's definitely not going on. An NBA team is not sandbagging because of gambling stuff, brother. Just missing open looks. Jokic does knock down the second free throw. 20-8, a 12-point lead. KD has it up top, dancing with it against Watson. Step back mid-range jumper, continues to misfire. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Jabari Smith Jr. It's going to go back to the Nuggets. Jabari Smith Jr. has something to say to the refs. You know, the Knicks missing 6 straight to ice the game was wild. Yeah, they weren't the only ones missing a ton of free throws. The game we watched the other day where I think it was the Cavs missed a bunch of free throws. Mobley has it, pump fakes, driving to his left, stops, turns, spins, fades, steps through, floater off glass, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Payne Watson keeps it alive. They kick it out to Watson in the corner on the relocation. Watson tries to get it into Jokic. They knocked him into the air. Jokic against Capella. Has him in the post, backing him down. Inside to Watson. Watson against the contact. A lot of contact. They say clean block. He goes up again. Can't get it to go. Jokic tips it up again. Jokic able to grab it. They're battling for it. And then they ultimately foul Jokic. And the Denver Nuggets beating the Rockets in their own game right now. Killing them on the glass. Killing them on the glass. Gotta be over here. Gotta be in here. That's not what I wanted. Oh, wait, hold on. Settings. I'm in settings. Huh. 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 That's off. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm gonna leave it at that for a second. Reed Sheppard has it up top. They split free throws yet again. Sheppard coming to his right of the screen. They get over to Durant. Durant driving to his right, middle of the lane, fall away mid-range jumper. Finally got one to go down. Denver had the opportunity to extend their lead even further than what it is at now, but a bunch of missed free throws leaves them with a 21-10 lead here. Jokic up top being guarded by Sengun, who's back in, hands it off to Brown. Brown, pocket pass to Jokic, middle of the lane, puts up the floater, got it to go. And now Jokic getting active offensively. Thompson bringing it down. He has it on the left wing. Hits Reed Sheppard to come to the basket. Out to Okogie. Up top to KD. KD gets it over to Sengun. Sengun being guarded by Cam Spencer. Obviously a mismatch here. Cam Spencer a rookie? Or is he just a young guy? Well, great defense on Sengun. Doesn't allow him to back him down. Kicks it out to Sheppard. Sheppard down the lane. Knocks down the right-handed scoop layup over to Jokic after blowing by the defense out on the perimeter. Under a minute to go. Bruce Brown bringing it down. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Gets it out to Hardaway. Hardaway left wing three. He's open. Well short. Long rebound. KD grabs it. Now here comes Sengun. Sengun has it up top. Coming to his right. Out to KD up top. Pump fakes. Driving it down in the lane. Tried to kick it off at the last second to Thompson. Jokic picks it off. Quick outlet to Bruce Brown all the way to the basket for the easy right-handed layup. Defense leading the offense for the Denver Nuggets. Not something you typically say about the Denver Nuggets. Sengun has it up top. Waving off the screen. He's one-on-one with Cam Spencer. Interesting for Adelman and the Denver Nuggets coaching staff to put Cam Spencer on Sengun here. Forces him to pick up the ball. Kicks it out to Okogie, a right corner three. Airballs it. Thompson with the offensive rebound, trying to bully the ball his way into the paint. Cam Spencer came over for the help. And a foul, loose ball foul, or shot clock violation on the Houston Rockets. And they put 1.7 back on the clock for the Nuggets here. You get into Jokic, half-court heave. They gave him too much space. Hit the side of the rim, and he couldn't get it to go down. Whew. Nazlan said, where's the Rockets' defense? It's tough to play defense against the Denver Nuggets. It just is. If the Denver Nuggets are coming out and they're ready to go, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. have general settings? No. Channel settings? Advanced settings? No. No, that's not what I want. Just cancel all of that. Discard changes, okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. Where are we? Get rid of this. I'm trying to fix what I don't like so far. But we'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it. So far, Denver dominating so far. I mean, they only scored 25 in the first quarter. The issue is that Houston only scored 12. Right? 25 points in the first quarter is not anything really to write home about. That's like an average. That's actually below average scoring-wise. That'll only get you, if that is your average, that'll only get you around 100 points, which obviously in modern basketball you want to score probably closer to like 100, 110 to 115. They're on pace to only 100, so they're probably behind pace of where they want to be offensively. But the team that's really behind pace from where they want to be offensively is the number one offense in the NBA, the Houston Rockets. You can't buy a basket right now, particularly from the perimeter. Jokic with 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's actually dominating almost single-handedly. Almost. Peyton Watson's getting in there too. What's his name? Spencer Jones? Let me give a quick shout-out to Sam Jones. Was it Sam Jones? No, Sam Jones is a singer. Spencer Jones. That was right. Shout out to Spencer Jones, who's gone in the game. 6'7". Let's learn about Spencer Jones a little bit. 6'7". This is his rookie season. Spencer Jones out of, where'd he play? Stanford. I've heard the name. Don't know anything about Spencer Jones, though. How many games has he played so far this year? No, this is his second year. My bad. He was on the team last year. He played 20 games last year. He's played 10 games this year. Really? Spencer Jones, actually somewhat a part of their rotation. Obviously, with Christian Brown now, he's probably filling in for that missing piece in the rotation. So he'll go back to being end of the bench guy. But filling in here, energy guy. He's not putting up stats at all, really, anywhere. But energy guy, almost 9 minutes a game so far this year. With the Christian Brown injury, I assume, is the reason he's getting minutes. Can he shoot a perimeter shot? He's shooting 40% so far this year on not a lot of, on 5 attempts. 2 for 5 from three-point range so far this year. Shout out Spencer Jones, though. Shout out Spencer Jones. Kay Hazy said a 12-point quarter is not what you want to see if you're the Houston Rockets. The number one offense in the NBA. Sam Jones, Casey Jones, Mr. Jones, Denver in 5. Shout out Spencer Jones. Like to see guys waiting for an opportunity to come out, and he's having a hell of an impact so far tonight. They're putting him on Alperen Sengun, and he's bothering him somewhat. Sengun will figure it out, obviously, but bothered him enough in that first quarter. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. They come back out with Jamal Murray. Thompson will bring it down for the Rockets. Thompson has it up top. Gets it over to Sheppard. Sheppard being guarded by Murray. Coming to his left off the Adams screen. A pull-up three. They don't come up to guard him. He misses it. Sengun battles for the offensive rebound and gets fouled on the floor. Spencer Jones couldn't keep him off the glass that time. We said KD7 got to turn up. They need somebody to turn up. Anybody. Literally anybody. Literally anybody. Thompson will inbound them. They get it into Sheppard. The Rockets with Sheppard, Adams, Thompson, Sengun, and is that Aaron Holiday? Sheppard off the screen, a pull-up three. They need somebody to get it going. Reed Sheppard is not a bad choice to go to. Jamal Murray bringing it down. He has it up top. Get it over to Jones. Now over to Valanciunas. Jokic taking his first rest of the night. Hands it off to Murray. Murray off the screens. He's got an open three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Cam Johnson picks up the offensive rebound, dribbles into the mid-range, can't get the mid-jumper to go. And now here come the Rockets off the rebound, pushing it the other way. Thompson a full head of steam, back out to Sengun. Sengun picked up by Jones. He's going to spin in the lane, goes up floater, draws the foul, can't get the bank shot to go, but he'll go to the foul line for 2 for Alperen Sengun. Back-to-back fouls on Spencer Jones. He's trying, but I think it was nice, solid first quarter. It might end at that when your main priority is guarding Alperen Sengun tonight in your second season, and you're not normally a part of the rotation. But this is an opportunity for you to make a name for yourself. So Sengun's at the foul line for 2 free throws. I'm gonna keep searching the internet. Chat settings maybe? Maybe it's in the edit button over here. Details, customization. Don't seem like it's there. Johnson gets it over to Murray. Did knock down both one free throw, split them. Cam Johnson, an open 3. Spencer Jones, the offensive rebound. They get it over back to Murray. Shot clock winding down, dancing with it against Sheppard. They bring 2 defenders inside the Bruce Brown. Turns, flips it up, bounces on the rim a couple times, can't get it to go. Cam Johnson saved the offensive rebound, but he can't, as he's falling out of bounds, save it to a teammate, and here come the Rockets pushing it the other way. Sengun has it against Bruce Brown. Got the size and strength advantage. Forces him to spin. He spins into a double team. Has it along the baseline. Has to kick it out to Sheppard. He pump fakes. Blows by the defense in the lane. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it in the corner to Thompson. Thompson in the left corner being guarded by Murray. Throws a lob to Adams and gets knocked out of the air by Brown. And the Denver Nuggets are doing a great job of baiting the Rockets into some really bad passes. Murray gets it over to Bruce Brown down the lane. Kicks it in the corner to Johnson. Johnson relocates for a 3. Cam Johnson continues to misfire from 3-point range. I know everybody's misfiring from 3-point range tonight, but they need him to really get it going. Aaron Holiday misses a 3 off the back rim. Long rebound. Steven Adams chases it down. Sengun going along the baseline. They show 2. Tries to shovel it to nobody. And Bruce Brown picks it off. And then a 2-on-1 fast break. Bruce Brown throws a lob to Murray. And he lays it up and in. Doesn't have the same bounce he used to. Couple of knee surgeries now for Jamal Murray later. He's not going up and throwing that one down, that lob pass. But he does get it to go down. Reed Sheppard has it up top, being guarded by Cam Johnson. I've been really impressed with the defense for the Denver Nuggets. A pull-up 3 for Reed Sheppard. He's looking at the ref for a foul call. Not going to get it, and it's out of bounds. It's careened off the side of the rim. Back the other way. It's only an 11-point game. I forgot to restart the timer. We got 9:20 to go here in the second quarter. Valanciunas has it up top, being guarded by Adams. Hands it off to Murray. Coming to his left. Stops. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out to Jones. Spencer Jones. Pump fakes for Brown inside the Valanciunas. And the ball movement, the player movement, the pump fake, the attack in the basket. Denver running their offense to perfection there. Thompson has it up top to get it over to Reed Sheppard. Driving it down to his left. Gets caught in the air. Forced to kick it out to Sengun. Has it at the foul line against Jones. Backing him down. Righty hook shot. Short, but gets a nice friendly bounce as he gets to the drop down. And Prime Video, the Prime broadcast here, having a really tough time with their score bug there. They don't have the timer up anymore. 29-18 with about 8:30 to go. Bruce Brown down the lane, lefty lay. Bruce Brown having a hell of a night as well. The primary playmaker right now. Here comes Reed Sheppard quickly trying to push it the other way. Hands it off to Steven Adams. Back to Sheppard, being guarded by Spencer Jones on a switch. Coming to his right up the screen. Driving it down against Valanciunas. Right-handed flip shot over Valanciunas. Got it to go down. And Valanciunas is like, well, this guy was just a 3-point shooter. But he got it to go down. Reed Sheppard, one of the only guys providing offense. Him and Sengun. Everybody else really struggling from the field. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Holiday. Blows right past him, down the lane. Runs right into Sengun, and an offensive foul. Great defense from Alperen Sengun. Not a good decision from Jamal Murray there. Turnover. 8 minutes to go. My timer will sync up at some point. So now the Rockets will bring it down. Thompson has it up top. Thompson crosses over to his left, down the lane, stops, fall away off glass, can't get it to go. Steven Adams right there for the tip up and in. Doesn't even come down with it, just tips it up with the one hand. Back to a 9-point game, single digits. Rockets hanging around off a really, really poor shooting start here tonight. Murray has it up top. Denver not shooting it that much better. Murray has it up top. They show a double team. The Rockets come up with a steal. They shovel it out to Reed Sheppard. Two-handed slam out on the fast break. Beautiful awareness from Reed Sheppard. Bad awareness from Jamal Murray. Just got really, really sloppy with that handle there. And a full timeout for the Denver Nuggets. They want to talk a couple things over. And boy, oh boy, do they need to talk a couple things over. Murray getting trapped at the half-court line. Forced to give it up there. 7:30 to go here. We'll catch our timer up as we're in the full timeout right now. And while we're in the full timeout, I'm going to continue to try and look up how to change chat settings. Customization. They're saying it's in customization. That's where I was. Yeah. But what if chat settings to change viewers' names? That's not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. None of this is what I'm looking for. I don't think is like nobody having the same issues that I'm having. Oh, it was 7:30. Our timer's a little ahead now, but 31-24. It's a 7-point game. Houston hanging around off a really, really poor shooting start tonight. Jokic comes off the floor, and then Denver's offense goes into the toilet, especially without Aaron Gordon now. Jamal Murray left alone, and he's misfiring. Now Cam Johnson also misfiring. They're really relying heavily on some Bruce Brown drives to the basket to generate some offense here. I think in this configuration, I probably would rather have Tim Hardaway Jr. out there just as a guy who can get you a basket a little bit more easier than like a Cam Johnson right now. Cam Johnson were hitting shots. I'd feel a little bit different about it. I'd feel a little bit better with having him out there. But I'm focusing more so on the Denver Nuggets right now because they have full control of the game during that stretch there. And now they've relinquished some of that lead back to the Houston Rockets. They're giving Sengun more confidence after he started off with a poor start. Jeez Louise, I can't speak tonight. With a poor start. KD on the bench. Reed Sheppard getting through it. You know, they need Peyton Watson out there. I have the over. Peyton Watson, I think, will play plenty tonight. I think he'll play plenty tonight. But I actually do think they need Peyton Watson out there. I do. He's very important with what they need to do to beat the Houston Rockets tonight. I also think it's really smart I know this is something they've thrown in there every now and again, but I think it's really smart to have Valanciunas and Jokic out there, especially against this Rockets team that plays extremely big, right? The Flea said former Knick Tim Hardaway Jr. had some good times with us. I like Tim Hardaway Jr. I liked him when he was here. And then when Porzingis went down, it was like, all right, get this guy off the team. And I got it. I understood why he had to take those shots. Here we go. The Denver Nuggets will bring it down. Same lineup still out there. Valanciunas, Murray, Cam Johnson, Spencer Jones, and Bruce Brown. Murray on the left wing, blowing past the defense inside the Valanciunas, and he throws it out of bounds. You just got to shoot that floater, Valanciunas. The Houston Rockets come out with Jabari Smith Jr., Steven Adams, Amen Thompson, Aaron Holiday, and Reed Sheppard, and the Rockets will bring it down now with 7 minutes to go. Jokic going back to the scores table. Along with, who is that? Don't tell me that's Jeff Green over there. Reed Sheppard up top, coming to it up the Adams screen, driving down low, foul line, pull-up jumper, got it to go. Reed Sheppard, the savior for the Rockets tonight. Reed Sheppard's been fantastic. Reed Sheppard is now up to 9 points, the leading scorer. They get it over to Murray, now over to Valanciunas. Oh, that's Tim Hardaway Jr. They get it out to Murray, over at the scores table with Jokic. Murray coming to his left. They show a double team, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Valanciunas, and lays out a beautiful manipulation from Jamal Murray there to get an easy layup for Valanciunas. Aaron Holiday has it up top, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Holiday dancing with it, coming to his left off the Adams screen, driving it down at the foul line up top, knocked it out of the air. Now Spencer Jones against Reed Sheppard. Murray switches onto him, crosses over to his right, mid-range fall-away jumper again. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Bodies hitting the floor everywhere, but the Nuggets come out with it. Bounce past the Bruce Brown, righty layup, got it to go. Beautiful fast break. Rockets just did a bad job of getting back on defense there. Just like that, back up by 9. Before Jokic even has a chance to come back into the game, Sengun back to the scorer's table as well. Reed Sheppard in the mid-post, in the middle of the lane to kick it out. Aaron Holiday, an open 3. He can't get it to go. 3-point shots continue to misfire for the Houston Rockets tonight, even on the open ones. Cam Johnson on the right wing over to Bruce Brown. He's going to fire up a 3. In and out, halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. And a loose ball foul on Jabari Smith Jr. Spencer Jones being a great addition out there. Extremely additive overall. We're past the halfway point of the second quarter here. Win commentator, appreciate you. Jorge, appreciate you. Win commentator, appreciate you, brother, appreciate you. Very much. They get it over to Bruce Brown. Now back to Jokic in the high post. Jokic hands it off to Brown, coming to his left, curling down the lane. Can't get the layup to go, but that's because he's fouled by Reed Sheppard. Bruce Brown, like I said, the Denver Nuggets really reliant on these Bruce Brown drives right now. For good reason. Good finisher going to the rim. He's taking full advantage of the fact that it seems a little bit like Houston just kind of overlooking Bruce Brown a little bit. They're going to have to change the way they're going to guard him tonight. Lawrence Capitan. What's up, Lawrence? Who's going to win tonight? I think Denver's going to win. That's easy to say now, obviously, that they have the lead. Bruce Brown knocks down the first free throw, now a 10-point lead. So it's easy to say, well, the team with the lead is going to win. But I did think Denver was going to win coming into tonight. I do think Denver is the better team. They do have the best player with Jokic on the court. And they were playing extremely well. Even with the Aaron Gordon injury, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult because now they have to dance around that situation as Bruce Brown knocks down both free throws. But I think they have the better team, and I think they're playing better than Houston is right now. Reed Sheppard has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. KD is back in the game. They get it to KD, being guarded by Spencer Jones. KD going to eye down Jones here. One-on-one, a straightaway 3 over Spencer Jones. Good defense, did not matter. KD, nothing but net, straightaway 3. KD lets everybody know about it. I think he wanted a foul on that shot, too. Hardaway Jr. cutting to the rim. Can't get the layup to go as he tried to lean into the defense to draw the foul. Reed Sheppard did a good job of leaning away from the contact to not give him that foul call. Just got to look to make that layup, Hardaway. They spring it over, Reed Sheppard, right corner 3 off the catch and shoot, splashes it. The guy you can't leave open, man. He's shooting 47% from three-point range. You can't leave that guy open. He makes the defensive play. Now he makes the offensive play, knocking down the 3. And a 5-point game so far here. Reed Sheppard, 14 points. The Reed Sheppard game possibly on the way here. The Reed Sheppard game is on the way. 14 points so far for Sheppard. It's a good thing I never sold my Reed Sheppard stock. You know, it's funny because coming into his season during his rookie year, and there was a lot of hype that maybe he was going to end up being the Rookie of the Year because he had this phenomenal Summer League run, and I was hating a little bit. I was like, come on, man. Not Reed Sheppard. Come on, man. Summer League. Like, calm down the hype with Reed Sheppard. And then obviously he didn't play a ton last year. And I think people were just kind of out because they were like, oh, if he's a 3rd overall pick and he couldn't even garner regular minutes in the rotation for like an average to good Houston Rockets team, like come on, what do you mean he couldn't garner consistent minutes on that team? And then when he did play every now and again, it didn't look great. It didn't look great at all. Actually, it looked pretty bad. But coming into this year, the thought was, okay, well, they're going to need a backup guard to back up Fred VanVleet. Reed Sheppard will get in there, get some opportunities. And then, obviously, after the VanVleet injury, the expectation was, oh, Reed Sheppard just got infinitely more important to this team. He better be ready. And let me tell you something. It took a little while, right? Didn't come into the season like I have arrived, but he has gotten better and better, more comfortable. And now he's sitting with a national TV game, NBA Cup game against the Denver Nuggets, the second-best team in the West, and maybe the second-best team in the NBA. Actually, the second-best team in the NBA, for sure, 100%. Not maybe, definitely. The second-best team in the NBA behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Reed Sheppard tonight putting up 14 on the Denver Nuggets. Now, obviously, the Denver Nuggets not known as a defensive juggernaut. But on a night where nobody really has anything going for the Houston Rockets, Reed Sheppard said, I got y'all. Give me the ball. Watch this. And he is leading the way for the Rockets. It is a 5-point game because Reed Sheppard demanded that it was going to be a close game tonight. He said, we're not going out like this. We're not going out like this. And it's given guys like KD and Sengun enough time to get back into the game. And so instead of being down 15, 17, 18 points before KD gets it going or Sengun gets it going, instead it was only like a 10-point game. Now KD knocks down that straightaway three. They swing it over to Sheppard off a swing, and he's open in the corner and he knocks it down. And so now we're sitting with a 5-point game instead of maybe a 10-point game off a decent run, right? So the Rockets are right there. Right, this game could go either way. The Rockets are right there. So coming back in, both the Rockets and the Nuggets are 1-1. Everybody in this group here in the West Group C, they're all 1-1. Denver has the highest differential at plus 23. Rockets right behind them at plus 13. Murray bringing it down. They get it over to Cam Johnson, over to Jokic, back to Johnson. Euro steps down the lane, kicks out to Murray. Murray almost gets caught in the air. He does get caught in the air. Thought he kept that foot on the floor, but he didn't. He didn't. Hit Jamal Murray with the travel. Here comes Sheppard. Sheppard, the most dangerous man for the Rockets on the court right now. Sheppard has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. They get it over to Sengun. Sengun directing traffic, hands it off to Durant, coming to his left. And a defensive 3 seconds on the Nuggets. Oh, no. An offensive 3 seconds? I think it's... No, it's a defensive 3 seconds. They're going to get the free throw out of it. That's why everybody was walking the other way. Reed Sheppard's going to shoot the free throws because this man just refuses... Oh, no, KD is going to shoot it. My bad. Why were they panning on Sheppard that long? KD shoots the free throw. He got it to go. 4-point game. 37-33. Thompson gets it into Sengun. Sengun gets it over to KD. KD back out to Sengun. Left wing three. He's open. They're going to dare him to shoot. He's going to oblige. And to the Rockets' benefit, he's going to toss up that air ball. It goes out of bounds. Going back to the Nuggets. They get it into Jokic, high post, hands it off to Murray. Coming to his right off the handoff. Gets it back to Johnson. Johnson down the lane, off glass, can't get it to go. Cam Johnson continues to really struggle, man. Thompson driving it down, leaves it off for Jabari Smith Jr. over to Reed Sheppard. Reed Sheppard open. Reed Sheppard knocks it down. This is a guy shooting damn near 50% from three, and he's getting open looks right now. He's up to 17 points in the first half here. Jokic 1-on-1 against Sengun. Wraps it over to Watson. Watson back to Jokic. Jokic mid-post, spins off of Sengun. Spins, has him in the lane. Stops, little fall away. Can't get it to go. Now here come the Rockets bringing it the other way. They could take the lead. Sheppard bringing it down. Little heat check. Looked like he wanted to walk into a pull-up three, but mishandled it. So he's going to come to his right off the Sengun screen. Pulls it back out. No-look pass inside the Thompson. Pump fake, two-handed slam. Reed Sheppard. The Reed Sheppard game. We are laying witness to Reed Sheppard actually becoming the guy we thought maybe he could be. Hardaway off the little mid-range step-back jumper. Got it to go off the pass from Jokic. And now we're trading leads back and forth. Here comes Reed Sheppard bringing it down against Hardaway. Sheppard dancing with it. Most dangerous man on the court right now for the Rockets. They get it over to Sengun. Sengun up top, sprays it over to KD. KD goes quickly, gets it out. Jabari Smith Jr. right corner three, can't get it to go. Cam Johnson with the rebound. He's going to bring it down the other way. Hit ahead to Watson. Watson over to Jokic. Jokic out by the three-point line. Jokic swings through, draws the foul, and Sengun had his hand caught in the cookie jar, hits him with a rip-through move. A terrible, terrible rip-through move. So the Rockets will retain possession. It's going to be side out of bounds for them. No free throws for Jokic, obviously. $2:30 to go here. I'm messing up on my timer tonight, guys. I apologize for that. 2:30 to go here. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic in the mid-post. Backing down Sengun. They bring two. Picks up his handle. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson spins over to Hardaway. Bad pass. Hardaway able to save it. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Off the front of the rim. It gets a nice friendly bounce as he drops it down. Hardaway's been big. A lot of the role guys have been big for Denver. Sengun up top being guarded by Jokic. Walks into a pull-up three. Pump fakes out of it. Gets it over to Sheppard. Sheppard fires away. Reed Sheppard can't miss. Reed Sheppard can't miss. Reed Sheppard has 20 points. He's got 20 points. His fourth made three. 4 for 6. Murray to the basket. Can't get the scoop layup to go. We're tied at 41 here. Thompson driving it down. In the lane. Pump fakes. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Kogi. Kogi gets it over to Sengun. Sengun coming to his right. Hands it off to Durant. Curling to his left. At the foul line. Kicks it out with Kogi. Wide open left corner three. Gets it to go down. And here come the threes pouring in for the Houston Rockets. The best three-point shooting team in the league by percentage. Started off the game horribly from three. And now knocking down a couple in a row. Led by Reed Sheppard. But now they're up to 6 for 16. Jokic has it up top. Going to walk right into a wide open straightaway three. And he knocks it down. Calmly drains down that straightaway three. Sheppard up top, being guarded by Hardaway. Sheppard driving to his left. Now gets it over to Durant. Durant being guarded by Watson. Pocket pass to Sengun. They kick it out. Kogi, same spot, wide open three. Can't get that one to go. Rebound for Jokic. Sengun hit the floor flopping, trying to look for a foul. Cam Johnson all the way to the basket. Gets the scoop layup to go. Aggressive move from Cam Johnson. Not known as an aggressive driver like that, but trying to get an easy basket so we can start knocking down some three-point shots. It's not going well so far this year. Durant gets it over to Kogi, shoves it over to Sengun, shoves it over to Thompson. Thompson gets a two-handed slam and a foul on Jokic. Is going to send Thompson to the foul line for 2 free throws with 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. We're tied at 46 with Thompson going to the foul line for one more. I said, wow, Reed. I talked very highly about Reed Sheppard in the pregame. I tried to tell you about Reed Sheppard. Thompson knocks down his and one free throw. 20 points in the first half is crazy, though. 8 for 11 from the field and 4 for 6 from three. Murray has it, left wing, coming to his left off a screen. Sheppard switched onto him. Murray now has it, waiting for Jokic, spins to his left. Kicks it back out to Jokic. He's going to pump fake out to the three. Hands it back off to Murray. Coming to his right. Stops. Steps through. Knocked out of his hands. Murray dives onto it. And now we're just standing there. And it's a shot clock violation. No fouls were called. No whistles were blown. As bodies were falling on top of each other. 7 seconds to go. Nobody picked up the ball. Ended up being a shot clock violation. Kay Hazy said Jokic is exhausted. That's just his look, Kay Hazy. I don't think he's exhausted at all. He literally just looks like that. Watch him from literally the first play of the game to now, he looks exactly the same way. My guy is just a huffer and a puffer. That's just his face. He's got a resting, exhausted face. KD bringing it down. 3-2, over to Jabari. Jabari gets fouled by Cam Johnson on a three-point shot attempt with 2 seconds to go. And it's going to send Jabari Smith Jr. to the foul line for 3 free throws. Cam Johnson is having a rough offensive and defensive night tonight. Based off of the rules, the way they are calling it this year, that was a high-five contact from Cam Johnson. He doesn't make contact with the arm or anything like that on the shot attempt. As a matter of fact, on the follow-through is where the contact happens. But the league did say that they're going to start calling hand-to-hand contact fouls. I think that's just a good defensive contest there from Cam Johnson. It's crazy to me that they are significantly more inclined to protect jump shooters than they are guys going towards the basket. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but Michael Woolfolk, what's up, Michael? Murray has low basketball IQ. I don't know if he has low basketball IQ. I think it's going pretty far. But I will say he is a little too reliant on people not guarding him with their best defenders because of Jokic. Watson, a three-quarters court heave after only 2 made free throws for Jabari Smith Jr. And the final halftime score is 46 to 49, a 3-point lead for Houston. After they only scored 12 points in that first quarter, they scored 37 in the second. What a difference making your threes are, isn't it? Whew. I said, yeah, because they don't have enough scoring already. How about they call traveling, palming, and charging more instead? I just don't like. Look, if you're gonna call protect jump shooters to that degree, to the point where a follow through hand-to-hand connection after the ball is already released is now a foul. How about we start calling the fouls where a guy shoots a floater and then the big man bumps into the guy after Brunson already shoots the floater, or anybody shoots the floater, but particularly Brunson, because I've seen it multiple times, and I just find that annoying. You're telling me that if he was out by the 3-point line and he took that shot, same floater, same and everything, he'd get that call, but because he's 10 feet away from the basket and he shoots that floater and then the big man runs into him, that's now suddenly not a foul because he's going towards the basket. The like overprotection of 3-point shooters is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because the amount of injuries that happen on a closeout to a 3-point shooter versus the amount of injuries that happen to a guy attacking the basket and getting knocked down by a big 7-footer. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Like, both of those things should be protected somewhat evenly. And one guy is protected way more than the other. Dave Del Rosario. What's up, Dave? Happy to see you again, Dave. You looked cool and amazing to your outfit. She's on fire. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Just a white shirt and a blue tie, brother. I'm crazy. And a patent chef hat. Not patented, not yet. Not yet. Michael said we're a great third quarter team. Johnson has to hit those open shots. Yeah, man. All you're to hit the open ones, right? Like, all right, contested, whatever. The ball swung to him when he was open multiple times, and he's missed some very easy ones. He's got 2 points. He's 1 for 5. As a matter of fact, we can go through the box score, and then we can go around the league. But Cam Johnson really struggling on the season and really struggling tonight. Aaron Gordon only played the first 3 minutes of the night with the injury. Zoom it in so you guys can see it a little bit better. Johnson, 14 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 5 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3-point range. Look, the other thing is that, like, the volume is too low. Like, you have to take more than 1 3-point attempt, brother. You got to take more than 1. 4 rebounds, an assist. Turnovers, 1 turnover. 3 personal fouls. You're a minus 12 out there, brother. I'm not the biggest fan of the plus-minus, but come on, man. Okay, Hayes said, yeah, Brunson said he wants that called. It just makes sense. Makes sense. Guy going up to shoot a floater, and the big man runs into him after he already shoots the floater. Right? Like, how is that not a foul? How is that not a foul? But hand-to-hand connection on a 3-point shot is crazy. Crazy to me. It's crazy. Jokic, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Very Jokic stat line. 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3-point range. He may have to look to do a little bit more offensively in terms of, like, putting up shots because the team outside of him is really struggling to score consistently. I mean, they did get really nice production off their bench. Valanciunas with 6, Hardaway with 7, Brown with 8. But a lot of that felt like it was scored off of serendipity and not necessarily off of great offensive execution, right? Like Bruce Brown, a couple of broken plays fell his way, and he got some easy layups out of it. Really nice outlet passes to Peyton Watson. He's got 5 points. One of them to Jamal Murray. Murray is sitting with 7 points tonight, 3 for 7. He scored the first 5 points of the game. So So, sitting on 7 points is not great. Actually not great. Like, you look at halftime and you go, Jamal Murray, 7 points at halftime. All right, not bad. Obviously, you want a little bit higher. Averages over 20 a game. Now you don't have Aaron Gordon, so you like Jamal Murray to start scoring a little bit more. But he's got 7 points, and he scored the first 5 points of the game. So, Roy Valentino, what's up, Roy? It's been a while. Good night, everyone. What's up, Roy? Happy to see you again, brother. Happy to see you again. Spencer Jones off the bench didn't put up any stats. He has 3 rebounds. Fouls and turnovers. He's got 2 fouls. No turnovers. He literally has no stats across the board except for the 3 rebounds. I thought Spencer Jones was really additive. I thought his energy was infectious. I thought his defensive tenacity was great. Great addition. With Aaron Gordon going down, you're already missing Christian Brown, so your defense is going to take a big hit without those guys. 2 of your leading defensive guys, especially in your starting lineup. So now Peyton Watson gets elevated into the starting lineup. Now he's a lot more important to the starting lineup with no Aaron Gordon. And so you need somebody to kind of fill in the Peyton Watson role. Now that Peyton Watson's going to start trying to fill in the Aaron Gordon role. Enter Spencer Jones. And obviously, like I said, he didn't put up any stats. Grabbed 3 rebounds, which is nice. But I thought his defense was nice. I thought his tenacity was great. I thought his energy was great. And that's all you're really going to ask for at the bare minimum from these guys. He provided it. Bruce Brown, 8 points, a rebound, 3 assists. Bruce Brown giving you exactly what you expect from Bruce Brown. Also 3 steals, which is nice. Nice little tidbit there. Hardaway Jr., 1 for 4 from 3. Both sides really struggled from 3-point range for the most part. The Nuggets 4 for 13 at 31%. Not a ton of volume for the Nuggets, not known to shoot a ton of volume. Same with the Rockets, not a ton of volume from them, but even more volume than the Nuggets. 6 for 17. They started to get it going because of Sheppard, but we'll get to it. We'll get to them. Valanciunas was solid, 3 for 6 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3-point range. Got to rebound a little bit better, only the 1 rebound. With how big Houston is, they need his physicality and his rebounding. So, Michael said, what injury does Aaron Gordon have? They said he re-aggravated the strained hamstring he was dealing with previously. He came down awkward after an attempt at the basket where he tried to drive it down towards the lane, took an awkward bump, and then fell a little awkwardly and gingerly left off the court. Went back to the locker room. They said he's questionable to come back tonight, but I highly doubt we're going to see Aaron Gordon make his way back with a re-aggravated injury. Normally, it's just okay, you re-aggravated it, you're done for a while. Go rest it, get 100%. Jorge George said, win H-Town. I still think Denver is going to... Houston is home, so they're going to have the hometown advantage, but I'm still going to roll with my pick of Denver tonight. Kevin Durant, 10 points. He was solid. He really got it going towards the end of that second half there. 10 points for him in 18 minutes, 4% from the field, 1 for 2 from 3-point range. Knocked down that big straightaway 3 that really got him going. Really felt like it took the lid off the basket for them because now every shot's going down from the perimeter. It feels like Jabari Smith Jr. struggling mightily tonight to score. 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. Has had multiple open shots, and like Cam Johnson, kind of mirroring each other. Really disappointing nights from both of those guys. Steven Adams played 13 minutes. A lot of minutes for Steven Adams. 2 points, 5 rebounds for Steven Adams. How many of them offensive? 4 offensive rebounds for Steven Adams. This guy's averaging 5 offensive rebounds a game. He had 4 in the first half. Mitchell Robinson 2.0. They mirror each other, these guys. Kay Hazy said, I need Denver to win since Aaron Gordon is currently a -1 on my fantasy team. That sucks. Sengun, only 5 points tonight. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Still doing all the other Sengun-esque stuff, but struggling a little bit offensively to find an open spot here against the Denver Nugget defense. They're really keying in on him. Spencer Jones, who got the task of guarding him for a little bit there, did a really excellent job. And I think it threw Sengun off a little bit, so we'll see how he adjusts in the second half. He normally does. You're not going to hold him down for too long. We'll save Sheppard for last, because you could already see it right there. 20 points, my goodness. But Clint Capella, 4 minutes, didn't do a whole lot. Felt invisible when he was out there. Aaron Holiday, 6 minutes, similar. Felt invisible when he was out there. Same thing with Josh Okogie. He got a bunch of open looks from 3 off of some nice offensive rebounds and then a couple of swings. 1 for 3 from 3-point range for him. For 6 points or 3 points, you only hit 1, which is fine. Only 6 minutes for him. Really reliant on their starting lineup right now. And Sheppard. 20 points off the bench for him. 4 for 6 from three-point range, 8 for 11 from the field. I mean, the kid is as advertised so far. I talked very highly of Reed Sheppard in the pregame. We went through it. As a matter of fact, just real quick, let's take a look at it one more time. What is he shooting from three-point range, everybody? My man is shooting 47.3 from three-point range, and he's gotten 2 open looks from the corners tonight. That's a guy you can't let get open. You just can't, like, they swung it over to Jabari Smith Jr., who's capable of knocking down a 3. So obviously you're thinking, like, I got to go rotate off of that, go rotate to that guy, but you can't rotate off of Reed Sheppard. Like, you just got to head real quick and be like, I guess you got to shoot the open one because I can't rotate off of Reed Sheppard. I'd much rather live with Jabari Smith Jr. shooting an open wing 3 than Reed Sheppard shooting an open corner 3, right? And I know the idea is I have to make the rotation and trust that my teammates will make the next rotation after me, close down Reed Sheppard. He's just too good of a shooter. He's going to let that thing fly. He's got a defender running at him, but he don't care. Shooting 47% from three-point range. And we talked about it. Off of the catch, off of swings, off of movement, off of the bounce. It does not matter. This man is an elite shooter. And I laughed at it, and a lot of you guys may have laughed at it. Power Stroke Syndicate, what's up, Power Strokes? He won. Shout out to Miami Heat. They're good. They're good. We'll go around the league in a second here. But Reed Sheppard is just, you know, I laughed at it. You guys scoffed at it. You guys laughed at it. I think a lot of people were laughing at it. Like, yeah, let's make the Steph Curry comparison. Every small guard is a good shooter, right? Yeah, Steph Curry's 1 of 1. But then you see this. And then you see the kind of night that he's having tonight, and you're like, and if you squint hard enough, you're like, hold on. Is that possible? Can we already be getting version 2.0 of Steph Curry? Now, nobody's going to be Steph Curry. Steph Curry, like, he doesn't have the handle that Steph Curry does. He doesn't finish the way Steph Curry does. All of it, he doesn't pass the way Steph Curry, right? So Steph, like, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Steph Curry and he's going to be one of the 10 greatest players of all time, like Steph Curry ended up being. But just to the play style and how dangerous he is as a shooter, he's going to have that. If this is real, he's going to have that level of impact on defenses around the league. Because defenses, like, lose their minds when Steph Curry steps past half court. Like, this man cannot get open. He cannot have any breathing space. If he even has a glimpse at the rim and some breathing space to get a shot off, it's going in, right? He's going to have that kind of defensive attention if this is real. And obviously watching a game like tonight makes you feel like, can he be, like, for a season, a 45, 46 on high volume three-point shooter? That's ridiculous shooting percentages. That's a ridiculous shooting percentage. So we'll see how it plays out the rest of the year. The assumption is, because nobody's ever done this level of shooting with this level of volume, my assumption is that it will come down back to earth to around 42, 43, which is an elite shooting season. Maybe even 44. I think like Kyle Korver had a year where he shot like 44% for three-point range. 47, and it's going to go up after tonight if he continues to shoot it the way he's shooting. He's 4 for 6 from 3 so far. This is a ridiculous number. This is a ridiculous number. Let's go around the league a little bit. Jorge said Sheppard has potential. I mean, we all knew he had potential. It's about, like, coming through with the potential. And right now, he is coming through with the potential. I'm so disappointed about the Saturday game. It legitimately ruined my night. Legitimately ruined my night. Let's go to the games that have completed already. The Cavs beat the Pacers. We expected this. We knew it was going to happen. No surprises with that. The Pacers have been terrible. They continue to be winless on the road. Thankfully, the Knicks picked the victory on the road the other night. But Indiana remains the only winless team on the road now, standing there by themselves. The Nets beat the Celtics. Wow. The Nets beat the Celtics. Boston, what's going on, Boston? Boston. I know they recently played the Nets, so a little bit, sometimes it's hard to beat the same team 2 times in a row, no matter how bad they are. It's just a mental thing. It just is what it is. But 113-105. And they had a big lead going into it because they were outscored by 7 by Boston at the end there. Oh, they had a 40-point second quarter. the Brooklyn Nets did. Matter of fact, can I zoom even further out and get players to watch? Top performers, Michael Porter Jr. with 33 points, 8 assists. The Toronto Raptors absolutely destroyed the Washington Wizards, beat them by 30. 140 to 110. Crazy. Pretty crazy. Miami put up 143 as well. 107 for Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls continue to be on a little bit of a downturn there. 8 for 7 now. They have fully dropped all the way down out of like contention for a top seed right now. As for the games going on right now, Mavericks, Pelicans locked in a tight one. I want to see top performers because the last we saw, Derek Queen, he's now sitting with 20 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists. He's on triple-double watch. I know, well, there's only 2 minutes to go in that fourth quarter, so. Pelicans with a 1-point lead over Dallas. Battle of the bottom there. Battle of the bottom. We're getting ready to check in here. Like Reed Sheppard's going to come out to start the second half. Timberwolves, Suns locked in a tight one, and then obviously our Nuggets, Rockets game here tonight. Let's get back to that. Here we go. Amon Thompson bringing it down. Reed Sheppard does start the second half. Shout out Reed Sheppard. Playing so well, he has garnered the confidence of his coaching staff. Durant up top being guarded by Watson. Coming to his left off the Sengun screen. Hesitates, now driving to his left. Loses the handle, out of bounds. Gonna go back to Denver. And Houston really upset. Feeling like it's a little bit of an unfair whistle, allowing too much contact with them driving to the basket. But out of bounds, going back to Denver here. Comes Payne Watson bringing it down. Watson up top to get it over to Murray. Murray over to Jokic. Jokic is going to rise and shoot the little mid-range jumper and gets it to go over Sengun. Sengun a little hesitant to get a hand up on a lot of these Jokic jump shots right now. Sheppard crosses over to his right. Pulls it back. Gets it over to Sengun. They get it over to Durant, mid-range. Kicks it back out to Sengun. They run him off the three-point line. Stops in the mid-range. Throws the lob up to Thompson. Thompson, awkward fall. Can't convert the lob. Kick it back out to Johnson. Down the lane. Kicks it to Payne Watson. Left corner. Pump fakes. Driving it down. Leaves it off for Jokic. Jokic in the lane. Puts it above glass. Got it to go. And now Denver, 2 quick baskets. Takes back the 1-point lead. 50 to 49. Thompson gets it over to Durant. Durant coming to his right, the Sengun screen. Pocket pass to Sengun. Sengun sprays it out to Jabari Smith Jr. Left corner 3. Continues to misfire. Can't get it to go. Watson with the rebound over to Murray, over to Jokic. Jokic will bring it down. Jokic on the left wing. Picks up his handle. Up top to Murray. Murray coming to his left off the Jokic screen. Driving it down. Stops. Back out to Jokic. Wide open. 3-point. He's got all day to line it up. And he toilet bowls it in. Rolled around the rim for a while there, and Jokic comes out. What is that? 7 straight points for Nikola Jokic. And a foul. Foul on the Nuggets, an off-ball foul there. Sengun hands it off to Durant, steps back, being guarded by Watson, has it out by the 3-point line now. Dancing with it, coming to his right, pocket pass to Sengun down the lane, Euro steps, big one-handed hammer. So now the Nuggets will bring it down the other way. 2-point game, both of these teams going back and forth. Watson up top, being guarded by Durant. It's over to Murray. Murray left wing. Over to Jokic. Jokic high post, being guarded by Sengun. Faces up, pump fakes. Sengun goes for it. He's going to drive past him. And he responds with a one-handed jam. Throws it down over Sengun. Where did that come? The whole bench is like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? And Jokic screaming at his teammates, back off. Screaming at Spencer Jones, back off, back off. Play back on Reed Sheppard. Don't allow him to blow past you. Going to compromise the defense. They get it over to Sengun up top. Sengun 1-on-1 against Jokic. Leans in, stops, turns, spins, gets stripped by Cam Johnson. No foul call. Good defense from Johnson there. Payne Watson down the lane. Easy right-handed scoop layup. There you go. And Sengun begging to the officials for a foul call. Begging to the officials for a foul call. George Jones. What's up, George Jones? Wild. Where did this Jokic, he's making a statement. He is making a statement. Where did that come from? Where did that Jokic poster come from? Has Jokic ever had a poster? Jabari Smith Jr. came over on the help side to help protect the rim. Sengun was right there, and Jokic just kept that thing in his right hand and said, I'm yamming this one. He said, I'm making sure there's no doubt on this. He's got 9 points already to start the second half. He's up to 19. He said, hold on. You're telling me Sheppard is going to have a 20-point first half, and you think I'm not going to respond as the best player in the league? Hold on, Reed Sheppard. This ain't the Reed Sheppard game. That's not happening against me. That could happen against any other team in the league. That didn't happen against Nikola Jokic. I'm not going band for band with Reed Sheppard. All right? I'm Nikola Jokic. I'm going to do my thing tonight. He's 7 for 10 from the field. He's 3 for 3 from three-point range. He's got 19 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists now. Just like that, he's like, I got this. He had 10 points at halftime, 9 quick points to start the third quarter. We're 3 minutes into it. He's got 9 points already. So much so that he's messed my hat up. That's better. With Nikola Jokic, 29 points. He's up to 19 already. Jamal Murray, they need Jamal Murray to get going. Jamal Murray is only sent on 7 points. Maybe if Jokic gets going a little bit, he'll take up a lot more of the defensive attention with his scoring. Maybe they'll start bringing some double teams to him. Right now, they don't have any answers. And that'll help Jamal Murray because they're trapping and hedging out hard on Jamal Murray every time he comes off either a handoff or a screen from Jokic, which is leaving Jokic open, which is a hell of a strategy from Houston, and it's not paying off so far as now Denver's built up a 6-point lead. Cam Johnson has not played well so far tonight, offensively or defensively, but to start the second half, made some really nice defensive plays. And again, the referees are allowing them to play pretty physically, which is really, you would think that would benefit Houston, who just beats teams up, particularly on the glass. But it's actually benefiting the Nuggets, who are digging down, slapping at the ball, able to guard the rim a little bit more effectively because their perimeter players are allowed to lean more into their physicality at the rim and be better rim protectors. So whatever they're doing, and however the officials are calling it, you would think on paper, if I told you that before the game started, that they were going to allow them to play physically, you'd go, okay, so Houston has an advantage tonight. But it's gone the other way. It's been an advantage Denver. I think part of it is because by allowing them to play physically, the lack of ball handling for the Rockets is hurting them here tonight. Maybe that's part of the reason, also part of the reason why they started Reed Sheppard outside of him having 20 first half points here in the second half. Thompson bringing it down. He has it up top being guarded by Murray. Get it over to Sengun, high post, coming to his left, hands it off to Durant. Durant in the middle of the lane, now up top. Mid post, jab step, beautiful jumper. Can't get it to go though. Thompson, the offensive rebound, goes up, can't get the layup to go. Fight for the rebound. Jabari Smith Jr. has it, goes up, gets blocked by Jokic from behind. It's going to remain with the Rockets. A lot of easy chippies here. They're just misfiring on, and they can't take advantage of the situation for the Rockets. So the Rockets will inbound it. They get it into Sengun, high post, being guarded by Jokic, left wing. Takes the handoff to Durant. He's going to keep it. He's going to go one-on-one against Jokic, backing him down. Spins along the baseline, gets caught under the rim, and gets knocked out of bounds on the last second pass attempt. Gets knocked out of the air by Jokic. Sengun really struggling against Jokic here tonight. Jokic obviously not known as a defender, but he is defending him well. They get into Jabari Smith Jr. down low, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Follow-away jumper can't get it to go. Thompson somehow catches the air ball and then flips it up behind his head off glass, and he gets it to go down before the buzzer goes off. Somehow got it to go. Peyton Watson up top. And he does jump the passing lane for Amen Thompson as he gets the steal and another two-handed slam. 4 quick points for Amen Thompson, who's now up to 11. Murray bringing it down up top. being guarded by Thompson. Quick crossover to his left. Jokic up top, coming to his right. Half spin, has it, step back, kicks it out. Payne Watson, pass fake, driving down the lane, kicks it out to Murray. Murray, a right wing three, he's open, he's got space, and he knocks it down. Big time shot for Jamal Murray. Been very quiet since the opening start of the game. Sengun hands it off to Thompson. Thompson being guarded by Murray. Crosses over to his left, dancing with it. Pass fake over to Sengun. One-legged fall-away jumper at the foul line. Well short. Murray with the rebound. Murray bringing it down the other way. Thompson's going to pick him up. Murray dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Payne Watson screen. Sheppard switched on to Murray. Coming to his left off the Jokic screen in the mid-range. Leaves it off for Jokic. Floater in the lane. Got it to go. The two-man game. Working to perfection there. Been working to perfection for damn near a decade now. Sheppard has it up top. Coming to his right. Off a double screen. Spencer Jones sticking with him. They get it over to Thompson. Thompson hands it off to Jabari. Catches. Pump fakes. Coming to his right. Driving it down against Murray. Kicks it out to Sengun. Sengun tried to hand it off to KD. A miscommunication. Payne Watson with the steal. He's going to go right past Reed Sheppard and gets fouled by Sheppard. Big chase down block from Jabari Smith Jr. to not give him the and one. So Payne Watson go to the foul line for 2 free throws. This is an inexperienced move here from Reed Sheppard. He just grabs and fouls Payne Watson as he's going to the rim. When all you have to do is make Payne Watson just take another second to release the ball and just trust that your big men are hustling back for the chase down block. But you can't just give him the easy foul there. Reed Sheppard just plainly whacks down and takes the foul. Watson knocked down the first free throw. Got another one coming. Payne Watson knocks down both. 9-point lead for Denver again. Here comes Thompson. Under 7 minutes, approaching the halfway point here in the third quarter. Sengun hands it off to Durant. Durant coming to his right, and he gets smacked in the face by Jokic, inadvertently. Found Jokic. Jokic, not a fan of the foul call. He smacks a man in the face and is not a fan of the foul call. They get into Sengun in the high post. Hands it off to Durant. Durant coming to his left, leans into Jokic, throws it up at the rim, and draws the foul. I think they're going to give it to him in the act of shooting. I think it's going to be 2 foul shots. 2 quick fouls on Jokic, that's his first 2 fouls of the game. They're going to say side out of bounds for the Rockets. They're not going to give it to him in the act of shooting. You get it into Sengun. Sengun, out by the 3-point line. Hands it off to Durant. Quickly swings through to his left. Durant taking this matchup a little personally right now as he misses the mid-range jumper over Payne Watson. But Jabari Smith Jr. right there for the offensive rebound and putback. And Payne Watson looked a little upset there. Maybe a little upset. Where are you, Cam Johnson? Where are you? 6:30 to go here in the third. Michael Wolf said, told you we're a great third quarter team. Yeah. I mean, when Jokic just decides Jokic time, there's really not much anybody can do. Not the MVP for nothing. Not 3 MVPs for nothing. Jokic fires up a straightaway 3, and he knocks it down. 4 for 4 from 3-point range. 22 points for Nikola Jokic. Or 21 points? 21 points for Nikola Jokic now. 24 points for Nikola Jokic. My bad. 4 for 4 from 3-point range. Now up by 10 for Denver yet again. Sengun out to Jabari Smith Jr. Left corner 3. He's been misfiring all night and continues to misfire. Amon Thompson can't grab the rebound. Watson grabs it. Over to Jokic. Jokic middle of the lane. Over to Murray. Murray pass fake. Down the lane. Scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go. Beautiful manipulation for Jamal Murray now. Pass fake. Look away. Up and under. Just evading the defense in all aspects. Sengun has it in the left corner. Spins towards the baseline and draws a foul on Jokic. That's now 3 fouls on Jokic. Jokic got a little too hacking and whacking right now. We're past the halfway point here in the third quarter. 5:42 to go. Jokic talking to his coach. Coach probably informing him, that's 3 now, dude. Four fouls on Jokic. That's 4 fouls on Jokic. My bad. Thought it was 3. That's now 4. Get over to Jabari. Back to KD. KD up top. Valanciunas was going to come into the game, and Jokic said, no, I'm good. I'm good. Now he goes back to the bench. They have Adams in the lane. They kick it out. They swing it over. Reed Sheppard, left corner three. He's open, and he splashes it. And one for Reed Sheppard. He gets fouled by Spencer Jones. A reckless closeout. Fouls him after the release. Going to send Sheppard to the foul line for one more. If there's anybody you don't rotate off of, let Jabari Smith. He hasn't hit anything all night. Peyton Watson, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Don't rotate off of Reed Sheppard to go close out to Jabari Smith Jr. Stay on the Reed Sheppard. And also, I didn't like that foul call either. Again, off of the release, makes contact with the hand. I don't like that foul call at all. Not at all. Not at all. Bruce Brown is going to come in for Spencer Jones. Reed Sheppard knocks down his free throw. 8-point game. Peyton Watson will bring it down. 5:20 to go. Watson hands it off to Murray. KD fouls Jokic off ball. KD not a fan. Got a little smile and smirk to him. Jokic sold it well in the low flop. 5:20 to go. Watson will inbound it into Jokic. Left wing being guarded by Adams. Jokic faces up. Adams knows that three-point shot's coming. So Jokic is now going to attack. Stop, turn. Nola, crazy wraparound pass to Bruce Brown, and he can't knock down the three. Crazy pass from Jokic. You're liable for a couple of those a game. Jabari Smith Jr. up top to Adams. Hands it off to Sheppard. Coming to his right. With Sengun out, they're going to play a lot through Sheppard more now as the main playmaker. Sheppard dancing with it. Coming to his left. Step back. Pump fake. Steps through. Over to Jabari. Jabari being guarded by Watson. Swing through to his right along the baseline. Gets the nice layup to go. A lot of contact. He's hit the floor hard. No foul call, but great drive and finish. Lob to Bruce Brown, full court. Can't get it to go. Bruce Brown, 2 missed open opportunities there. First time a three, this time a lob pass, and he can't get the layup to go. KD gets fouled then by Bruce Brown. With 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. Now the Rockets making a little bit of a comeback here. KD at the foul line for 2 because Denver's in the bonus. Knocks down the first one. KD does miss the second free throw, but Okogie able to grab the offensive rebound over Peyton Watson. You can't let that happen as Jabari fires a three, and he finally knocks one down. You let a simple off-ball foul. They were in the bonus, so they got 2 free throws out of it. Turn into a 4-point play because you couldn't grab a rebound off the missed free throw. Now Rockets within 2, taking advantage of their opportunities here. 4:30 to go. Houston's not going to go away easily. You're going to have to continue to make play after play after play. They do not go down easily. Jabari Smith Jr. starting to wake up a little bit here. He's now 3 for 12. Finally knocked down a 3. He's 1 for 5. Sitting there with 9 points. Cam Johnson, his opposite, right, his mirror on the other team, still really struggling. He is playing much better defensively here in the second half, but you need to knock down some three-point shots at some point, brother. Only taking 1 so far, 0 for 1 from three-point range, is just not good enough. I'm still going to be on the lookout here for how I change these live chat settings, if there even is a possibility. I added timestamps. Timestamps don't do anything. I mean, Denver may be a third quarter team, but Houston not far behind. Houston keeping pace with the Nuggets even after a 12-point first quarter. They did explode for a 37-point second quarter, so they outscored Denver by 18 points in that quarter. It was 37-21 after the second quarter. The first quarter was only 25-12, so that was a 13-point outscore by Denver. Houston took, what is that, a 5-point lead, a 3-point lead at halftime? And after a blazing start for Denver and Nikola Jokić, Houston's caught back up. Houston is caught back up. I'm going to go ahead and look it up. What else? How do you look this up? How do you look this up? YouTube. Live stream chat. Changing name settings. Huh? Michael Whalen, what's up, Michael? Basic info. Yeah, that's that. Not really what I'm looking for. Not really what I'm looking for. None of this is what I'm looking for. Oh, wait. Wait. Hold on, this may be it. Why you're seeing handles in live chat? Question people have. What is the end game? Is there any way to change it? Embrace the change? No, don't embrace the change. Jokic has it, mid-post being guarded by Steven Adams. He gets Adams caught with his hand in the cookie jar and draws the foul. Just embrace the change. No. How about that one? How about give me an option? I'm sure people don't want their ats, their handles. They want the names that they picked to appear. Entering the handles in live chat, discover why you're interested in seeing handles, channel names, and how this change recently confirmed by YouTube's creator. Liaison to Revolution Mobile live chat tagging. We'll dive deeper into those handles. Well, doesn't seem like there's a fix to it. I just looked it up, and I found information that says that there's no fix to it. Dugucci, what's up, Dugucci? KD up top, coming to his right off the Adams screen, driving it down, blows past Jokic, doesn't want to pick up his fifth foul. KD settles for the mid-range jumper, gets the mid-range jumper to go down, and then a foul on the floor. Jokic knocked down both free throws, by the way, and then a foul on the floor. Steven Adams was battling for a rebound, so that's going to be one more free throw for Steven Adams, right? One more free throw for Steven Adams because it's going to count as an and one, right? He was battling on the glass for a rebound. I guess we got lucky with our Shaquille Gibbons. What's up, Shaquille? We got lucky. Now I have to open up literally everybody's YouTube channel, figure out what names they want to go by instead of their handles here. What's up, Shaquille? Jokic has it, stops, shoves it over to Payne Watson, gets stripped by Reed Sheppard from behind, and now here come the Rockets quickly pushing it the other way. They can take the lead. Adams did knock down that free throw. They swing it over to Okogie, back up top to KD on the left wing, being guarded by Johnson. Coming to his right up an Adams screen. Jokic switched onto him, gets to his mid-range, knocked out of his hands. Adams able to recover it, kicks it out to Okogie. He's going to settle for the left wing three. They're going to dare him to shoot, and he's going to make him pay, knocking down the left wing three. Jokic bringing it down the other way. Steve, Dallas Cowboys. What's up, Steve? They get it over to Hardaway, coming to his right up the Jokic screen. Back to Jokic, up top, being guarded by Adams. Jab step. Coming to his left now, driving it down in the lane. A lot of contact, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. KD incensed by the foul call. Somerville here with Michael Whalen. What's up, Somerville? Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Was watching the game when Houston was down 12. How did they catch up so fast? 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting. And causing turnovers for the Nuggets. Nuggets not taking advantage of some opportunities. Jokic knocks down the first one. But 3-point shooting, man. 3-point shooting. Houston was down 12 twice. Yeah, they were down 12 early in the first quarter. And then Houston went on a roll with 3-point shooting and then came back. And this time, it's actually probably been more about free throw shooting, actually knocking down some shots and some 3-point shots from Reed Sheppard and Jabari Smith Jr. that allowed them to come back into it after going down by 12 again. Durant dancing with it, a pull-up 3 over Payne Watson. Can't get it to go. Jokic a rebound. And Jokic has it up top, bringing it down. Reed Sheppard switched onto him. They're going to bring a double team. Picks up his handle, flips it up at the rim, looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. Adams with the rebound. Now here comes Houston bringing it down the other way. Jabari steps back for a 3, and he's feeling it. Knocked one down earlier, and this is why you can't let a guy who's known as a good 3-point shooter get it going. They kick it out Hardaway, pump fakes. The flyby, and one for Tim Hardaway Jr. responds with a 4-point play himself. Reed Sheppard got one earlier, now Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to respond. Knocking down that 3 and drawing the foul on Jabari Smith Jr. Got caught in the air with the up fake. Anything you can do, I can do better. Jabari knocks down the 3 right between the eyes of Hardaway, and Hardaway responds on the other end. Or is it? They might have to take a look at that. It looked like Hardaway stepped inside the arc, though. Hold on, that might be a 2. That might be a 2. It is a 2. They ruled it a 2. 2 minutes to go, speaking of 2. Yak said Houston is last in the league in 3-point shooting. They're last in the league in 3-point volume, Yak, but they're first in the league in percentage. They knock down the 3s that they do take. Hardaway misses the free throw. I was going to leave the 76 up there, brother, but you missed the free throw. So it's 75-76. Durant has it up top, being guarded by Watson. Coming to his left. Houston is actually the number 1 offense in the NBA, Yak. Kogi crosses over to his left, kicks it out. Amin Thompson a 3. He's trying to get in on the action. He can't get it to go. He's a 20% 3-point shooter. But the offensive rebound by Kogi. Holiday now gets it over to Durant up top. Now the offensive rebound is starting to take effect here for Houston. Cross-court pass to Thompson. He's going to drive it to his right in the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Kogi tried to catch and shoot, but gets blocked out of bounds. 0.2 on the shot clock for the Rockets here. 1:40 to go on the game clock. They got to throw a lob in. And a foul. So they had to throw the lob. There was 0.2 on the shot clock. So they did not have an opportunity to. Rio Will, what's up, Rio? That was us last year. High percentage on less 3s. Were they though? Were they at? Were the Knicks high percentage in the league? The Rockets are literally number 1 in 3-point percentage. Part of that is Reed Sheppard, who's shooting damn near 50% from 3-point range. The foul is on Valanciunas. Now they're going to have to take a look to see did the foul take place? Did the foul take place on the pass attempt, or did the foul take place before he passed it? Because if it's before he passed it, it's 1 free throw and the ball back, and the shot clock gets reset to 14. If it's after he passed it, it's just 2 free throws. We don't need a 5-minute review of this, though. Come on, officials. We don't need a 5-minute review of this. This does not need to, they should have just talked it over and then made a decision on the court. We don't need to spend 5 minutes reviewing this, man. Put a timer on for these reviews. is not even an official challenge. This is an official review. Like this isn't a coach's challenge. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, NBA? This is like a highly entertaining third quarter here, and they're going to completely ruin it. So they say it's a foul before the pass. So it's a 1 free throw for the Rockets, and then they'll get possession back, but the shot clock will be reset to 14. They don't have to do the lob thing again. Holiday. Anybody could shoot the free throw. Holiday shoots the free throw. He knocks it down. Yak said higher than this year. Well, the Knicks are not a... They started off pretty strong with Anunoby and Bridges knocking down a bunch of them. But Bridges started slow. Brunson started slow. Town started slow. And now we're struggling from three, for sure. Clarkson started slow. Sengun has it, high post on the right wing. Gets stripped up by Watson. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws because both teams are in the bonus for the final minute and 30 seconds. Now more free throws for the Rockets. So Sengun's at the foul line for 2. And he misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws in this situation. Can't be doing it. Sengun with only 7 points tonight. Got 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. That's exactly what he had at halftime, I believe. Not a good night, as he does knock down the second one at least. Not a good night for Alpi Sengun, who struggled against in the Jokic matchup. Jokic clearly taking this one a little personal tonight. Murray coming to his right. They show 2 defenders. Throws it over the top to Valanciunas. Valanciunas 1-on-1 against Sengun. Just bully balls his way right through the chest of Sengun. Sengun takes a little bit of a dive. And Sengun giving the flopping call to Sengun. Valanciunas giving the flopping call to Sengun. And Valanciunas knocks down the easy hook shot after that. Sengun being guarded by Watson. Hands it off to Holiday. Holiday driving to his right against Watson. Gets caught in the air, kicks it over to Okogie. Back to Holiday. Holiday catches, pump fake, sidestep, falls away. Off glass, can't get it to go for the 3 with the shot clock winding down. And the Nuggets battle for that defensive rebound. And now here comes Jamal Murray. Murray up top coming to his right. They show 2 over to Hardaway. Hardaway a left wing 3 over Sengun, and he got it to go down. Every time a basket goes down over Sengun tonight, Sengun is like, really? Really? Holiday's going to knock down the contested 3 over me? Come on. Thompson bringing it down. 30 seconds to go. Thompson down low to Sengun, and a bad pass from Amen Thompson. And Sengun looks really frustrated tonight. I mean, to be fair, he's in with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, which is very close to what he had at halftime. Murray bringing it down against the Okogie. 30 seconds to go. Murray up top, in and out dribble, coming to his right, spins to his left, down to Valanciunas in the lane against Sengun. Picks up his handle, kicks it back out to Hardaway. Hardaway coming to his left off the Valanciunas screen in the Valanciunas. Foul line, low pull-up jumper, way off. Can't get that one to go. Adams corrals the rebound. Quick outlet to Holiday. Holiday and the Rockets are going to hold it for the final shot here. 10 seconds to go. Holiday up top being guarded by Bruce Brown. Coming to his left off the Adams screen. Hesitates. Coming to his left. Kicks it in the corner. A 3. Well contested. In and out halfway down, but he can't get it to go. And that would be the end of the third quarter. 80-78. A back and forth affair. Both of these teams swinging haymakers at each other. Incredibly entertaining game so far. Outside of some of the hacking and whacking and free throw shooting we got to the end of the quarter. But for the most part, very, very good game. Both teams just executing really well. Both teams defending really well. Now, there's some easy shots that both teams have just missed. But that's basketball. That's basketball. Yak said, this bro's calling a great game all night and only 23 likes. Appreciate you, Yak. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Cam Johnson, they really needed Cam Johnson tonight. If Cam Johnson has any semblance of game that I think Cam Johnson is capable of having, you zoom it in for you guys. Actually, do this, then zoom it in. If Cam Johnson is average, got 2 points tonight. Aaron Gordon goes out with the injury early. That's a sign for you to step up, Cam Johnson. And I think Cam Johnson stepped up defensively in that third quarter, in the second half there. But 2 points for Cam Johnson, 1 for 5. He's yet to take another shot outside of that first half. 1 for 5 from the field, 0 for 1 from three-point range. You got to take more than 1 3, though. Michael Wolfog, what's up, Michael? Appreciate you, my man. He said just gave you a like. Appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you. Happy to have a Denver fan in the chat tonight. I love having fans of other fan bases in the chat. Kind of missing Porter Jr. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Cam Johnson has not lived up to the expectations. Even if Cam Johnson, I don't think people are expecting Cam Johnson to be exactly what Michael Porter Jr. either was or is so far this year, but people definitely did not expect Cam Johnson to be this bad. I mean, this is a guy who has been a pretty consistent high 30s and 40% three-point shooter, like a really dangerous shooter throughout his career, and has just not been good. Not been good. Mark Villa, what's up, Mark Villa? I hate this new @handle thing. Hold on, let me go to your channel, brother. What is your name? Mark Villa? It is Mark Villa. What's up, Mark Villa? We've had plenty of Marks in the chat. I just want to make sure you weren't a Mark we've had in the chat before. What's up, Mark Villa? He said, Sengun is a fraud. Sengun really struggling tonight in the Jokic matchup. You would think he would have a much better night after Aaron Gordon goes down with the injury. But nope, he's sitting with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He did not grab a rebound and did not pick up an assist in that third quarter there. The guy who's been special tonight for the Houston Rockets has been one Reed Sheppard with 24 points. He started the third quarter there. Maybe not the greatest plan for Udoka there. I think you should have just stuck with your regular starting lineup. Reed Sheppard had a 4-point play, but outside of that, didn't do much. But he's going to get a ton of time here in the fourth quarter. Going to be relied upon to help close this one out. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Let's get our timer ready to go. Roll 12 minutes back up on the clock. 11:30 here on the East Coast. Murray has it up top. They get it over to Hardaway. Hardaway over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off to Hardaway. Coming to his right off the Jokic screen, and a foul on Holiday, trying to fight through it. The Nuggets come out with Jokic, Valanciunas, Hardaway, Bruce Brown, and Jamal Murray. The Rockets come out with Sheppard, Steven Adams, Jabari Smith Jr., Aaron Holiday as Jokic fires a three. First miss from three-point range tonight. He's now, I believe, 5 for 6? 5 for 7. Second miss from three-point range. My bad. Thompson Euro steps down past Valanciunas and gets the easy scoop layup to go past him. And it is tied up at 80. Murray on the left wing, crossing over to his left. Sheppard picks him up. Murray goes all the way to the basket. He gets the layup to go. Where's my foul call? How is that not a foul call when Murray gets the layup to go and then he gets knocked to the floor before he even comes down? But we're calling hand-to-hand contact out on three-point shooters. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, NBA. Thompson up top, coming to his right, has it at the foul line. Now gets it over to Sheppard, gets open, extra pass to Jabari Smith Jr. He just hit 2 in a row. Make that 3 in a row for Jabari Smith Jr., who missed his first 5 threes. But that's why you always got to keep shooting them. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. Coming to, crosses over to his left, rejecting the double screen, has it in the mid-range, and gets stripped by Thompson. And now here come the Rockets pushing the other way. Murray arguing with the ref in the backcourt, so it's a 5-on-4. Jabari Smith Jr. is the trailer. Make that 4 threes in a row for Jabari Smith Jr., who has gotten loose here tonight. Cam Johnson, where are you? You have to be the guy to start matching these Jabari Smith Jr. threes. Jokic picks up his handle. They get it out to Valanciunas. Back to Jokic. Jokic high post, right wing, being guarded by Adams. Jokic kicks out to Murray. Relocation 3 for him. And he answers right back with a 3 of his own. 1-point game. Murray's still arguing with the official. Here comes Sheppard bringing it down the other way. Sheppard crosses over to his left, snaking it back to his left hand in the mid-range, hesitates, fall-away jumper for Reed Sheppard, can't get it to go, but gets fouled by Bruce Brown. Again, the hand-to-hand contact after the release. An absolute ridiculous foul call in a game like tonight where bodies are just falling all over each other as these teams are attacking the basket. It makes no sense that a jump shooter is far more protected than a guy driving the basketball to the rim. Sheppard knocks down the first free throw. Kay Hazy said the poor Trailblazers are in this NBA group cup. Spencer Jones comes into the game for Valanciunas. His defense was very solid in that first half. His energy was very infectious. Sheppard knocks down both free throws. He's got 26 tonight. Under 10 to go. Murray up top, crosses over to his left. They shoot two defenders. Inside the Bruce Brown, beautiful pass from Murray. And a great relocation from Bruce Brown to give him that open look there. Nice pass from Murray. Easy layup for Bruce Brown. 1-point game, 88-87. 9:30 to go here. Thompson has it up top, crosses over to his left, down the lane to the basket, gets the layup to go. Jokic had to back off there with the 4 fouls. Thompson with an explosive move to the rim there. Murray up top, crossing over to his left, dancing around the Jokic screen, picks up his handle, gets it over to Jokic, extra pass to Hardaway, quick catch and fire to the right wing. Hardaway can't answer that shot there. Jabari Smith Jr. with the rebound, and he'll bring it down now. Jabari Smith Jr. has it up top. Coming to his left against Spencer Jones. Now over to Adams. Steven Adams gets it over to Thompson. Thompson dancing around the screen. Coming to his left. Foul line pull-up jumper for him, and he got it to go down. Got to start knocking some of those down. Got to start knocking some of those down if you're Thompson. Can't let somebody not have to guard you 15 feet away from the basket. Got to at least develop a mid-range game like that. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth. A full timeout from the Denver Nuggets as a 5-point lead has been built up by the Houston Rockets. It's been a back-and-forth affair. One run after another for each side. Something we haven't done is go around the league, though. We could take a look real quick. Edwards with 41 points tonight. They're locked in a tight one with the Phoenix Suns. Obviously, the Nuggets-Rockets game that we're watching right now, Jazz with a 5-point lead over the Thunder. We have seen this story before. The Thunder will pull away in the fourth quarter and pick up this victory. We've seen it a million times. It's funny because we did the other night, we did go through the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule so far to start the year. Absolute cupcake schedule. Absolute cupcake schedule so far to start the year. Now, obviously, we know they're this good. They're the best team in the league. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but still. 15-1 is a little bit, maybe a little bit of fool's gold, just in the sense of, like, they've had a very easy schedule so far. Isaac Berg with the Isaac. I need Nikola Jokić to have 51 PRA for 5K. Jokic is sitting with what? Jokic is sitting with 28, 9, and 7. You need 51. You got 16 plus 28 is 44. He'll have 51, brother. He'll get 51. We got 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. He's probably going to get a triple-double. 30-point triple-double. So I think you're pretty good. I think he'll get there. They're definitely going to start needing to lean on him with scoring. SGA is playing. Holmgren is also playing. Still no J-Dub. J-Dub is about to be ineligible. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the other Jalen Williams. Almost got caught. Do you believe he can do it with 9 minutes? I do, Isaac, I do. His name is Nikola Jokic, and he is the MVP of the league for a reason. Is Markkanen still going off? Markkanen's still going off. 17 points. He is suddenly unguardable. Ace Bailey with 10 points. Joey, what's up, Joey? 2 more points from Jokic, 2 rebounds or 2 assists, 44.5 PRA. He'll definitely get 44.5, brother. Definitely. That one's a lock. You're good on that one. The 51 is a little bit more of an uphill climb, but still think he's going to get there, no problem. Nikola Jokic. Here we go. Cam Johnson bringing it down. What do you got for us, Cam Johnson? What do you got for us? Get it over to Murray. Murray, high post, left wing. Shovels it over to Jokic. Jokic, mid-range jumper. Jokic, 2 points. 2 points up on the board for you guys. Holiday has it up top, and it looks like Denver's resorting to a little bit of a zone here. Get it to Sengun, high post. Spinning to his left, spinning to his right. The foul line leans in. Righty hook. Got it to go. Now Sengun going to start waking up a little bit here. Jokic, Sengun, trading baskets there. This is the battle we thought we were going to get all night. Jokic just held up his end of the bargain. Sengun struggled tonight. 8 minutes to go. A little over 8 minutes to go. Get it over to Murray. Murray pass fake, driving to his left. Takes it over to Jokic up top. Going to quickly drive it to the rim. Takes it out to Spencer Jones. A 3 for Spencer Jones. And he splashes it. Nothing but net. Spencer Jones, yes, sir. Like to see the end of the bench guys get it going. His energy has been valuable tonight. And now, knocking down a big 3 there here in the fourth quarter. They hand it off to Spencer, being chased by Jones. Jones, a good defender. Get it over to Holiday. Holiday has it up top, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Pass fake. He's got nowhere to go. Gets it over to Sengun. Sengun dancing with it. Step back. Leans in. Can't get it to go. And a shot clock violation. Should have been an offensive foul on Sengun, in my opinion. Offensive player leaning right into Jokic. Came in elbow high with the shot. I like the no foul call at least, though. The Nuggets will bring it down. They're down 2 points here. A lot of standing around. Now we're into it. Jamal Murray bringing it down. 7:40 to go. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. Coming to his right, dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Jokic screen. Pocket pass to Jokic, out by the three-point line. No hesitation, walks into a 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Skying for a rebound. Spencer Jones grabs it. Gets it out to Murray for a left wing 3. Can't get it to go. Jabari Smith Jr. with a good rebound and a foul on Jokic. Jabari Smith Jr. did a great job of selling it. That's 5 fouls on Jokic. He's in trouble fouling out tonight. Isaac said Jokic fouled out. No, he's got 5 fouls, though. He's got 5 fouls. So now he's got to be very careful about fouling out. 7:20 to go. Sheppard has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. Sheppard coming to his right. Pull up 3 for Sheppard. Airballs it. Airball finds its way to Jabari Smith Jr. He smokes a layup. Fight for the rebound. And a foul on the Rockets. Jokic had to be very careful there, battling for the board. Ian said, so Jokic is out. Jokic is not out. He's out there. He's sitting with 5 fouls, guys. He's still out there. Under 7 to go. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic up top, hands it off to Murray. Murray dancing with it. Pulls it back out. Coming to his left off the Jokic screen. Step back, pump fakes, trying to get it to Jokic. Leans in instead, puts up the floater. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. Ton of attention being paid to Jokic there. Murray able to carve out just enough Just enough space to knock down the floater. Sheppard has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway. Get it over to Durant. Durant up top, being guarded by Spencer Jones. Coming to his left, pocket pass to Jokic. Hardaway jumped the passing lane, almost got the steal, but Sengun able to hold on to it, spins in the lane, and gets a two-handed slam. Murray bringing it down. Murray coming to his left, gets it out to Jokic. Jokic hands it off back to Murray. Murray curling around the handoff. Back to Jokic, a straightaway three. He's been firing this away. Started the game like 4 for 4 from three-point range, but now can't buy a basket from the perimeter as he misses yet another one. Here comes Amin Thompson bringing it down. Thompson up top, coming to his left. Hardaway guarding him. Trying to direct some traffic. Calling for a screen. Coming to his right. Spinning to his left. In the middle of the lane. Steps through. Puts up the floater. Comes up short. Jokic knocks the rebound out to Murray. And a foul on Sengun. He bumps Murray. Murray sold it well. A lot of flopping going around for both sides now. Trying to sell these fouls. Trying to sell these fouls in this pivotal fourth quarter. Jabari Smith Jr. got Jokic with one earlier to pick up his fifth. And now Murray gets Sengun to pick up his third here. Jokic up top. Gets it over to Hardaway. Hardaway back to Jokic. In the post, being guarded by Sengun. Backing him down. Kicks it out to Hardaway. A right wing three for Hardaway. Comes up short. And a loose ball foul on Sengun. His fourth foul. And they're picking up a lot of early fouls here. Going to send them into the bonus early. They're not in the bonus yet. That's a big flopping job from Jokic. Like I said, both of these teams flopping around trying to pick up these fouls. Jokic picks up one there on Sengun. They swing it over to Jokic. He's going to pump fake from three, driving to his left. Now he has it in the post. They bring two. Out to Cam Johnson. Johnson a three. And he finally gets one to go down, y'all. We've been calling for Cam Johnson. Where have you been all night long, Cam Johnson? Better late than never, though, as Denver takes a 1-point lead here with 5 minutes to go. Durant up top dancing with it. Crosses over to his left to pull up three. As he created the space, can't get it to go. Sengun got the putback, but Cam Johnson hit the floor, and that's the fifth foul on Sengun, is it not? I think that's the fifth foul on Sengun. Yeah, fifth foul on Sengun. He's picked up 3 fouls here in this fourth quarter. Isaac said Jokic has 47 PRA. I'm stressing. He'll get 5 more. You need 5 more, right? He's going to grab a couple more rebounds. He'll pick up another assist or 2. He'll score a couple more baskets. You good, brother. You good. You got 5 minutes to go. You good. Is Nikola Jokic. You good. I think you're good. I think you got it, Isaac. I think you got it. Just that said, this is a flopping marathon. The flops are flying out from both sides. This is a pivotal game. They are doing everything they need to do in order to pick up this victory. They're in the bonus. They're in the bonus already. So Johnson knocks down both free throws. This is why you flop. This is why you flop. They're already in the bonus with under 5 to go. Johnson knocked down both free throws. It's 99-96. Denver with the 3-point lead. Thompson has it up top being guarded by Murray. Coming to his left off a Sengun screen, attacking Jokic to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Sengun with the tip, though, and it's an offensive basket interference. And Sengun calling to Udoka and his coaching staff for the challenge. Udoka looking at the bench. Looking for the signal. They're going to show the replay here. Doesn't look like they're going to go for it. No, that's an offensive basket interference for sure. Good non-challenge there. Murray bringing it down, being guarded by Thompson. Coming to his left. Durant switched onto him, crosses over to his right, creates the straightaway 3 space. Can't get it to go down, though. Thompson chases down the rebound, and here come the Rockets. Thompson gets it over to Durant, being guarded by Murray. Durant faces up, swings through to his right. Baseline jumper gets blocked from Murray from behind. Great defense from Murray, knowing I can't contest straight up, so I'm going to allow him to go past me and contest it from behind, and he comes up with the block. Jokic crosses over to his left, down the lane, gets blocked by Durant. Jokic saying he got hit on the arm, but Durant delivers another block on the other end. Now Durant has it up top, being guarded by Watson. Over the top pass to Sengun, down the lane, Euro steps, kicks it in the corner. Jabari Smith Jr., he's hit 3 in a row. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. Sengun picks it up. They swing it over to Durant. A straightaway 3. Can't get that one to go. Thompson knocks the rebound out to Sheppard. Sheppard will miss. He can't get it to go, but he gets fouled. Ran over, I believe, by Hardaway. No, by Payne Watson. With 3:40 to go, Reed Sheppard will go to the foul line for 3 free throws. Jay Hazy said, now this is an exciting game. That is a foul on Durant. They showed the replay on the Durant block on Jokic. He got him all wrist, no ball. Got all wrist on the Jokic block. Sheppard's at the foul line for 3. Sheppard, a knockdown free throw shooter. Knocks the first one down. He's got 2 more coming. Jokic sitting with 5 fouls. Sengun sitting with 5 fouls. Jabari Smith Jr. sitting with 4. Reed Sheppard misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws in this situation. The Fleas said Watson, P&R, sweaty. Reed Sheppard made the first one, misses the second one, misses the third one. 1 for 3 from the free throw line for Reed Sheppard. Normally a knockdown free throw shooter. The nerves catching up to the young guard. Got 27 points tonight, his career high. Jokic has it, hands it off to Hardaway. Coming to his left off the Jokic handoff. Cross court over to Watson. Watson back to Jokic. Jokic high post. Shot clock winding down. Faces up against Adams. Little fall away jumper. Splashes at nothing but net. 101-94, 4-point lead for Denver. 3 minutes to go. Thompson coming to his right, attacking Jokic. Gets it out to Jabari Smith Jr. Attacking along the baseline. Euro steps down the lane, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go, but Adams right there for the tip up and in. Jokic doesn't want to be too aggressive on the box out. Doesn't want to foul out on a silly play, fighting for position there. Steven Adams able to go over his back and get the tip in. Here comes Murray. They get it over to Johnson. Reed Sheppard jumped the passing lane. Johnson's going to dribble it down. Crosses over to his left. Kicks out to Hardaway. Hardaway over to Jokic up top, being guarded by Sheppard. Over to Watson. Watson out to Hardaway. Hardaway over to Murray. Murray gets caught in the air over to Hardaway. Back to Murray. Murray, little foul line jumper. Got it to go. Murray saved himself there with the pass out to Hardaway. Somehow made it out to him. Almost got caught in the air for a travel. Jabari Smith Jr. gets it out to Durant. Durant up top being guarded by Watson. Durant coming to his left, gets caught in the air, kicks it over to Adams, back to Durant, in the corner to Jabari Smith Jr., tagging along the baseline, and he steps on the out-of-bounds line. And a timeout for the Houston Rockets here with 2:10 to go. 103-99, a 4-point lead for Denver, and Denver will get the ball back. Michael Woolfolk said Watson is a bonehead. I mean, look, man, you can't give up that many offensive rebounds. The guys are flying out there trying to contest, especially when you see Reed Sheppard start lining up the 3. You're thinking, I have to get out there as soon as possible. If they didn't have to defend three-point attempts on that possession there, and they could have grabbed the defensive rebound, wouldn't have led to a foul. Wouldn't have had your guys flying around. Put them in a bad spot there. You can't foul. You're right. Can't foul. It's a boneheaded play, but I understand the stress of flying around, trying to get there. Ian said, if Jokic has 5 fouls, how is he still in the game? Because you don't foul out until your 6th foul, Ian. The Flea said Kinohara had him at 20. He's got 19. 20 points and rebounds. Yeah, he got 9 points and 10 rebounds. So he needs 1 more. Did he have 20 and a half, though? Isaac Burke said, you're great, man. I'm 100% going to start putting you on the TV in the dorm room. We all be betting on NBA. Appreciate you, Isaac. Appreciate you. We cover games Monday through the weekend. We cover NBA basketball games 6 times a week, right? Sometimes we'll do double headers, but you know I got a day job, so I got to get up early in the morning. Tonight is the rare occasion where I'm doing the late night game, just because the early games were so bad. I was like, screw it, I'll take a nap and then try to get the late game done. But I got to wake up early in the morning anyway. We will be live again tomorrow for Knicks versus Magic. It's a 5 o'clock start time, so that's rough. It's an awkward start time, but it is what it is. But we're gonna be live We're going to take off Sunday, and then we're going to be live Monday through the rest of the week. We usually cover one game a night, but if the game ends up being bad or there are no good games, sometimes we'll just do like NFL red zone type of thing. But I'll have the games up on my screen in the multi-view on NBA League Pass, and I'll just try to cover and run through every single game weekend that night. Okay, Hazy said, imagine Jokic yelling at you. That's the real reason Denver wins so many games. They did a close-up on Jokic earlier in the game where he was screaming at Spencer Jones to back off of Reed Sheppard. He was trying to put full court pressure on Reed Sheppard, and he was screaming at him, and he was like, you're going to compromise the defense if he blows past you. Jokic with 32, 10, and 9 tonight. That is 42-51. So whoever in the chat needed the 51.5, he literally just needs either one more basket, one more rebound, one more assist, and you'll be good on that. Murray bringing it down. 2 minutes to go. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. Get it over to Johnson. Johnson over to Jokic. Hands it off to Johnson. Knocked out of his hands by Jabari Smith Jr. And they're going to say it's off of Johnson. Ball going back to Houston here. Great defense from Jabari Smith Jr. KD bringing it down. Under 2 minutes to go now. Rax 2077. What's up, Rax? I need an under 17.5 points. From who? Sengun over to Thompson on the lob, and he gets an easy dunk out of it. It's a 2-point game. We're going back and forth. 1:45 to go. Jokic bringing it down. He has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Sengun. Both of these guys sitting with 5 fouls. Hands it off to Murray. Murray driving to his right. Back up top to Jokic. Jokic to 3. In and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Jokic started the game, I believe, 4 for 4 from 3-point range. And since then, he has been misfiring on every single one after. Jokic has it up top being guarded by Durant has it up top being guarded by Watson. Over the top pass to Sengun. Sengun cross court. Jabari Smith Jr. right corner 3. Wide open. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Murray battling Sengun for the rebound, but he can't keep it alive, and it's out of bounds off of Murray. 1:16 on the clock. Rockets get another possession here. They're down by 2. Durant will inbound it. Get it into Sengun. Sengun fakes the handoff. Now over to Durant up top, being guarded by Watson. Swing through to his right, pulls it back out, crosses over to his left. Watson chasing, but over to Sengun. Tries to hit the backdoor pass to Thompson, and Jamal Murray got his hands in there and comes up with the steal. Go over to Hardaway. Hardaway has it up top, gets it over to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Sengun. Coming to his left. Off a Johnson screen. Now out to Murray. Murray coming to his left off the Jokic screen. He's got space all the way down to the rim. Lefty layup. Got it to go. Jamal Murray. Big basket there for Jamal Murray. Back up by 4 with 46 seconds to go. Thompson bringing it down. Get it over to Sengun. Jokic goes for the steal, so Sengun down the lane. Gets chased down, blocked by Watson. Cam Johnson picks it up, and they get it over to Murray. Murray, back to Johnson, back to Jokic. Jokic over to Cam Johnson. Johnson on the left wing. Hands it back out to Murray. Jokic may not get that PRA. He may not. And a foul on Jabari Smith Jr. You're probably going to play the foul game, so your best hope is that they foul Jokic to send him to the foul line. Helen Offerman, what's up, Helen? She said, come on, we can still win at Rockets. We got a Rockets fan in the chat. Shout out to you, Helen. Murray's at the foul line for 2. Murray, a known knockdown free throw shooter. Knocks down the first one. A perfect free throw. You got another one coming. Spencer Jones checking in. The Flea said Prize Picks wins again. We got 100 people in the chat tonight. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Hope you're enjoying the show tonight. If you're enjoying yourself, go ahead and hit that like button, man. I would appreciate the support. Murray knocks down 2 perfect free throws. 6-point lead for Denver. Looks like Denver's going to be able to pull this one out. There's still 23 seconds remaining. With the power of the 3 ball, anything's possible. anything's possible. Game's not over yet. Now when you got Reed, Sheppard, Kevin Durant out there. Absolute marksman from three-point range. Bar Smith Jr. has been lighting it up from three in the second half here. Jokic is 4 for 8 from three-point range. He started the game 4 for 4, so he's missed his last one. Murray ended up with 25 points tonight, 10 assists. Murray an excellent second half. Murray had 7 points at halftime. Scored the first 5 points of the game and ended halftime with 7. So we were calling on Jamal Murray to do more in the second half if Denver wanted to pull it out, and he's done exactly that, 25 and 10. As for the Rockets, they struggled to shoot it overall tonight outside of Reed Sheppard. Bar Smith Jr. was 0 for 5 from three-point range before knocking down 4 of his next 6. He's now 4 for 10 from three-point range. He's got 18 and 11. Durant's got 13 and 7. Only 13 points for Kevin Durant, who's misfired a lot tonight. 5 for 14 on very makeable shots that he usually knocks down, especially from the mid-range. Sengun with 12, 5, and 5. A really rough game for Alperen Sengun. He had, 6, 4, and 4 at halftime. And now he's sitting with 12, 5, and 5. So he's not rebounding well. He's not assisting as much as he usually does. And he's definitely not scoring the way he's normally scored so far this year. Okay, Hazy said, I think it's over. Probably, but like I said, you never know with the power of the three ball. We saw a wild ending between the Rockets and the Magic the other night. When you got Kevin Durant out there, you can get literally any shot he wants at any point. And Reed Sheppard, who's super dangerous. Thompson walks into an open left wing three, and he splashes it. Like I said, power of the three ball. It's a three-point game, one possession. Jokic gets it over to Johnson. Johnson gets fouled by Durant. We're really hoping Jokic would get fouled there, so you can get those overs. 17 seconds to go. It's 107-104. Cam Johnson to the foul line for 2 free throws. He's also a knockdown three-point shooter. Okay, Hazy said, geez, the Thunder completely shut the water off for Utah. We talked about it at halftime, or a couple of, at the end of the third quarter. Okay, Hazy, we saw that Utah was actually leading at some point there. We've seen that script before. OKC flips the switch, they turn it on defensively, and then the game ends. They pick up the victory. Johnson knocks down his first free throw. 4-point game makes it a 2-possession game. The most important thing you can do is make it a 2-possession game. He does it right there. 17 seconds to go. Got one more free throw coming. Johnson, 2 perfect free throws there. 109-104, 5-point lead. They get it into Thompson. He's going to bring it down full court. Pump fakes in the Sengun. He gets an easy dunk. Get it in the Murray. Murray gets fouled by Thompson. You're really hoping Jokic would get fouled to get these easy points. Doesn't look like he's going to get the 51.5 PRA over. This the breaks. What's up, breaks? I took the Nuggets +4 at halftime for 1,000 easy money. I mean, this is the NBA Cup tournament game. So Houston will continue to come down and jack up shots and try to close out the score, even if it's like a 2-point basket. I don't know if betting on a spread as Murray misses a free throw. Houston does have a timeout remaining. Murray needs one here. You need to make it a 4-point game. Murray missed the first one. Pretty clutch player. Crowd noise shouldn't affect him, and it doesn't. Knocks down the second one. The 4-point game. 10 seconds to go. We're going to get a full timeout here from the Rockets. Their final timeout. If whoever took the Jokic 51.5 PRA, he's sitting at 51 now. And it's weird because they've inbounded it to Jokic a couple of times, and they have not fouled Jokic. If there's any of the clutch guys I'd want to foul, I've seen Jokic miss clutch free throws before. If there's anybody I would want, it wouldn't be Jamal Murray, and it wouldn't be Cam Johnson. It would be Nikola Jokic. I'd want to put him at the foul line for free throws. We've seen him miss clutch free throws before. I would not feel super comfortable. I would feel somewhat comfortable, but I wouldn't feel super comfortable with Jokic at the foul line. I'm pretty comfortable. I feel pretty comfortable with Jamal Murray at the foul line if I'm Denver, right? Interesting that the Rockets are not just like, we're going to put Jokic at the foul line, especially considering he's missed his last four threes, right? So here we go. Rockets will bring the ball in. They no longer have timeouts. Down by 4. 10 seconds to go. Time winding down. They throw it into Sengun. Sengun trying to find an open three-point shooter. They get it over to Jabari, left corner 3. Knocked it down. This is why you have to make it a double-digit, two-possession game. Crazy 3 for Jabari Smith Jr. Fading out of bounds off the handoff. Extremely well contested. Like I said, game's not over yet. Y'all think it's over. Some of y'all think it's over. It ain't over yet. Not with the power of the 3-ball out there. So Denver calls their timeout. They have one more remaining still. Even after this one here. So if they can't inbound it, they can still call the timeout. "21 points for Jabari Smith Jr., who really struggled to start the game, and he's now 7 for 20 from the field, but 5 for 11 from three-point range. 21 points for Jabari Smith Jr., 11 rebounds, 4 assists. A really nice all-around game it ended up being for Jabari Smith Jr. tonight. Did not have Aaron Gordon to contest with, I will say. Murray with 26 and 10. Jokic with 32, 10, and 9. So now Denver has to get it in. They still have a timeout remaining if they need to use it here. 5.5 on the clock. Johnson will inbound it. I'd throw it right to Jokic. Let him get fouled. Four seconds to go. Thompson knocks the pass out of bounds. They tried to get it into Jokic. Now Hardaway's going to inbound it in like deep in the corner there. It's a really tough spot to inbound it in. Durant's going to protect the inbounds. They quickly get into Jokic. Jokic has it and gets fouled. And they say before the Jokic just quickly turned and fired, and they're going to say before the shot. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Jokic instead of 3, the 3 that he wanted. Jokic has to knock down these free throws. This is big for a multitude of reasons. One, you got to build up the lead as much as possible. You got to get it to at least 3. So the best that Houston could do is tie it if Jokic makes both of these. But also, to anybody who needed the Jokic PR rate over 51.5, he's now finally at the foul line. He's got to knock at least one of them down, right? He's sitting at 51. You need 51.5 over. He'll knock down at least one, right? Hey, Hazen, imagine if the Nuggets missed their free throws like the Knicks did. Jokic knocks down the first free throw. Perfect free throw. There it is. There's the over. I told you. No problem. No worries. I told you he was going to get the over. No problem. And he got it. Now we have 2.2 seconds to go. Took the entirety of the game, but he got it. Jokic made the first free throw. He's got another one coming. 2 perfect free throws for Jokic. Houston with 2.7 seconds to go. They're down by 3. They have to go the full length of the court. Sengun heaves the half-court heave. Can't get it to go, and that will be the end of the game. 112-109. Great finish to the game. Great battle all night long. Both teams just executing offensively phenomenally. They had open looks that they didn't knock down earlier in the game, but as the game went on, great battle. Jokic really brought it tonight. Sengun, not so much. Sengun ends the night 14, 5, and 6. Not great. Thompson stepped up with 22 and 7. Durant really struggled as well, 13, 7, and 2. But Reed Sheppard had the night of his career so far in his young career. 27 points for Reed Sheppard, 4 assists. Chipped in 4 assists. Aaron Gordon went out with the injury 3 minutes into the game. Only had the 1 free throw, left immediately after the 2 free throws with a re-aggravated hamstring. Cam Johnson finally knocked down the 3, and it was a huge clutch 3. 9 points for him is where he ends his night. Okay, right? Okay. Denver fans need more out of you, Cam Johnson. Come on, brother. You gotta start figuring it out, my man. He did bring it defensively in the second half, though. I will give him credit there. Jokic did his thing, like we said, 11 for 24 for 8 from 3, 8 for 10 from the foul line, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 34 points for him. Murray also brought it in the second half, 26 points, 10 assists for Jamal Murray. How many turnovers? 4 turnovers. All right, a little more than you wanted. But he did have Amin Thompson chasing him all night long. Kay Hayes said if the Rockets' first quarter wasn't so trash, they could have won. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if their second quarter wasn't so explosive with Reed Sheppard knocking down like 3 threes in that quarter, then, a lot of ifs in basketball, but it's a 4-quarter game, 48 minutes. If you don't play well for 48 minutes, you're liable to lose. Spencer Jones, I want to give a quick shout out to Spencer Jones off the bench, was, I thought, invaluable. 22 minutes filling in for an injured Christian Brown and now an injured Aaron Gordon. He stepped in defensively, missing all that defensive talent for the Denver Nuggets, and I thought he was super versatile. He even knocked down a big clutch 3 in the fourth quarter. Thought he was really versatile. He used up his fouls, I'll tell you that. He picked up 4 fouls in his 22 minutes off the bench. But, guarded everybody. Guarded Sengun, guarded Durant, guarded Thompson, guarded Reed Sheppard. He was everywhere. He was everywhere tonight. It was really just his energy and his effort that became infectious for a lot of other guys as well. Off the bench, Hardaway with 12, Brown with 10. Really solid contributions all the way around. And again, we went over the Rockets, really struggled. Reed Sheppard stepped up. It was really the only reason why they were even in this game to begin with. Thompson stepped up at the end of the fourth quarter. They played 43 minutes. My goodness, Amin Thompson was out there. He was out there. Outside of that, like we said, Sengun struggled, Durant struggled, and that cost you the game. But Jabari Smith Jr. also, I should give a shout out to Jabari Smith Jr. I said in the pregame he can often be a little bit of the forgotten man on this Rockets team, and I almost forgot about him, right? 21 points for him. They also don't make this comeback in the second half. Then when they were down 12, without the contributions of Jabari Smith Jr., who started the game 0 for 5 from three-point range and ended 5 for 11, meaning he went 5 for 6, right? Wow, he went 5 for 6 to end the game from three-point range. Really started to get it going. Also chipped in 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and a nice big old block down the stretch there. So really nice game from Jabari Smith Jr. as well. But it wasn't enough to overcome the Denver Nuggets here tonight. With that being said, that's going to take us right to our finale here. Appreciate everybody, all of our channel members for contributing here tonight. Thank you guys. We will be back tomorrow for the Knicks versus Magic. It is an early start time. Remember that, 5 o'clock start time. Looking for some revenge against the Magic. No OG Anunoby to guard Franz Wagner. Going to be tough. Magic are playing very well as of late. They took this same Houston Rockets team down the stretch, and it was a wild ending where they ultimately ended up with a loss. But still, with the Orlando Magic playing much better, the Knicks not playing as well, being on the road, going from Dallas to Florida. Maybe we'll see some jet lag shooting. They're coming off a really poor offensive performance, so tomorrow is going to be an interesting matchup. They got beat down by Orlando once already in the Garden. Hopefully they come out and they're ready to go, right? Put Mo in the game. I hope we see some Mo for sure. I hope so. Melvin Santa Cruz. What's up, Melvin? KD sucks. Tonight he did. Can't disagree with that. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, and we will be back tomorrow. With that being said, have a good night. Remember to brush your teeth before bed, get a good night's sleep, and stay hydrated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.